Welcome to November in Missoula, Montana. Beautiful setting for football. Washington Grizzly Stadium. Grizz back on home turf after a 2-0 road trip. A packed house is ready. Eastern Washington and number 2 Montana square off. The stars are aligned for this one. Ayat and company gearing up. As we take a look at the Big Sky standings, the Montana State leading the pack. Eastern Washington having a good season in Big Sky play. Hi everybody, I'm Trey Bender alongside Jordan Tripp. Glad you're with us. The Grizz are on track for a run at a 20th Big Sky Championship, unbeaten, and they get a familiar foe. Rival Eastern Washington is here.
We know if Montana wins out, they're going to put themselves in great position for the postseason, but Eastern Washington always seems to give Montana fits. Everyone seems to remember that game from last year. Are we going to see another shootout here today?
Well, the Eagles have been decimated by injury, and they're going to have a quarterback that's starting for the first time in Jake Skockle, a redshirt freshman. Nate Bell is out due to injury.
Skockle protects the ball well. He's a coach's kid. He's smart. He's completing about 65% of his passes. Can he handle the Montana defense? Because I anticipate they're going to send him with a lot of pressure today.
They get the ball to a lot of receivers, including this guy, Marcise Yetz, leading receiver. He's at running back.
Fantastic catcher of the football. Tim Houck said he's probably the most dangerous guy on their team with the ball in his hands.
And they've got a captain at wide receiver in Nolan Ohm.
Little tidbit about Nolan Ohm, involved in multiple charities, has his own football camp, but on the field, he's one of the top prospects for the CFL draft coming out, has over 1,200 yards in his career.
They'll need to have their offense step up. Meanwhile, we've talked about the star power of Montana. How about the unsung heroes, though? You talk about tight end Evan Schaefer. He's been a wrecking ball.
Tone setter. This kid is an absolute complete tight end. He's almost like an athletic offensive tackle, and he really changes what you can do as an offense.
And speaking of tackle, Colin Amick emerging at the right tackle spot.
This kid's young. He's nasty and physical. He plays with an edge, and I used to absolutely hate playing against tackles like this as a linebacker because they can run, and he'll get a hold of you and put you in the dirt.
On the defensive side of things, Clay Oven, legacy number 37. He's made big plays at linebacker and special teams.
The best ball is ahead for this young man. He can run. He embodies the legacy. He's tough, hard worker, dedicated, and he flashes all over the field.
And Micah Harper, versatile veteran DB.
Such an integral part of the Montana defense. Nickel, safety, you name it, slot corner. He is the Michael Wortham of the Montana defense, probably the most important piece to that Montana defense.
Well, these teams know each other well. Great rivalry, the Eagles and the Grizz. We're ready for football. Let's go to the sidelines and check in with Kyle Hansen.
Yeah, Trey, Jordan, great to be here with you guys back at Washington Grizzly Stadium after being on the road the last couple of weeks. And, man, I don't know how we keep getting so lucky with the weather, but we couldn't ask for a better day of college football here in Missoula. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at our Stockman Bank weather report. 51 degrees as the Grizzlies take the field here at Washington Grizzly Stadium with winds about 5 miles an hour coming out of the west. So that's a quick look at our Stockman Bank weather report, Montana's brand of banking. Well, the Grizzlies, as they enter here right now, are looking to make a little bit more history with this 9-0 start. It's only the 7th time in program history they've done this, and twice before, both under head coach Bobby Houck, this being his 3rd with this start, they went to the national championship that game that year. So of course they're looking to make it 10 straight here today against an old foe in Eastern Washington. So that'll do it for me here on the Montana sideline. But I'm not alone. I've got some help on the other side with Megan Robinson from the Big Sky Conference. What's up, Meg?
Guys, Eastern Washington has had an interception in each of their last 7 games. If they want to snap that 9-game run for Montana, they're going to have to create more takeaways today. It's something they've emphasized in practice, attacking the football. Defensive coordinator Eric Sanders told me he tells his guys to rip the ball out of the scout team players' hands and hand it to him. Coaches tally those interceptions and turnovers, and if the defense does not get 6 takeaways, they run gassers. If the defense does get 6 takeaways, the coaches run gassers. We'll see how that impacts today's game. And Jordan, you were on the defensive side of the ball. How would the threat of gassers motivate you?
I don't want to run gassers, Meg. I'd be stripping that ball left and right. I don't care if they're going back to the locker room. I'm not running gassers. Come on now.
There's Bobby Houck. He has accomplished so much. The Big Sky all-time winning coach, and a chance to meet even-wise Jerome Sowers in terms of conference wins. If he gets one today, that'd be number 85 on his list of accomplishments.
Just keeps creeping up. It's truly remarkable what Coach Houck has done for the University of Montana year to year in the Big Sky Conference, the leader potentially after this game.
Eagles get the ball first as Ty Morrison kicks it away to the 10-yard line. And taking it down the sidelines is Cole Pruitt, and he's run out of bounds at the 28, and that's where the Eagles will go to work. They have had some struggles offensively, a lot of it because of injuries. Jared Taylor, team captain, was their starting quarterback, then Nate Bell, now Jake Skockel. Grounded kid, cerebral. His dad was his high school coach.
He's smart with the ball in his hands. The kid can sling it. He got thrown into the fire against Sacramento State. They didn't even miss a beat. Actually had their best day passing with this true freshman quarterback.
Highly recruited. They'll start their first series from the 26-yard line. Skockel hit as he delivers it, and it's out of bounds. And right away, there comes the pressure, and that was Hunter Peck. Today's Players to Watch brought to you by the Jewelry Design Center.
Wilkinson and Bean are two very important pieces of that Montana defense, but Cooper is a great catcher of the football, but I'm so impressed with Mark Johnson. He's a 6'5" redshirt freshman playing center. That's a big frame for center. Coach Best is very high on him.
One of their Canadians on 2nd down and 10. They'll run left with Marcise Yetz, the guy we talked about at the open. He's a junior from Santa Ana, California, modern-day high school. Great program there. Jared Ramos and Hunter Peck on the side.
Something that we're seeing here that we thought that we would, Trey, is pressure early and often from Montana. Got themselves into a 3rd and long situation. The first 2 plays, they brought pressure from the field. I don't anticipate anything different here on this 3rd and long.
3rd and 8, trips to the bottom of the screen. And now Skockel changing it up. What a tough spot for a redshirt freshman. He says he's ready to go, though. Highly recruited out of high school. Skockel, low throw. It is a catch, but it's short of the first down as that was hauled in. Tolbert on the tackle. And Miles Williams looks like he's about a yard shy of the first down and left to punt it away.
Montana bringing pressure. 2 out of those 3 downs and getting off the field on 3rd. They just went with a straight 4-man rush with some line games, and Tolbert got him down just before the sticks.
Drew Deck awaiting the punt from Landon Ogles, 2-time Big Sky Conference Special Teams Player of the Week. He is a weapon at pinning opponents. He's standing on his 21-yard line. Left-footed kicker, Fresno State transfer, a beauty. Deck back at the 15, fields it, trying to reverse his field now. Gets a seam to the right side. Deck turning the corner, look out! Drew Deck! Tripped up at the 30-yard line. Almost took it to the house with that sprinter speed and a big special teams play at the outset here.
What a fast start for the Montana Grizzlies. Coach Houck said we need to be better in the kicking game, and you could tell it was a point of emphasis this week. Everyone got their blocks, and Drew Deck ripping it up the sideline. I think he's going to get an earful from his boys on the sideline, though, for not taking that one home.
Miles Mayoski saved that for being a touchdown. 60-yard return. First down, Montana at the Eagles 24. Ayat has been unbelievable of late. Look at these numbers.
Truly remarkable. 3 interceptions. 15 touchdowns in the last 7 games.
Gilman to Ayat's left. He'll throw right side, and the catch made by Brooks Davis, the sensational redshirt freshman, out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Let's take a look at our Jewelry Design Center players to watch.
No surprise, 10 and 6. Eli Gilman and Michael Wortham, 2 massive parts of this Montana offense. Jenkins is one of Jenkins and Jackson, both from Federal Way, Washington, 2 of the most explosive players on that Eastern Washington defense.
Jewelry Design Center players to watch, there they are.
Tylen Jackson is probably the most explosive player at defensive end for Eastern Washington. Impact plays, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, sacks.
They went Wildcat with Wortham on that last carry. Now it's 3rd and 2 in the red zone here. Deck goes in motion. Handoff Gilman straight ahead. Runs into the middle, the teeth of that defense, and he's close to the first down. The line to gain the 14, and it is good enough to move the chains.
Coach Pease, offensive coordinator this week, said we need to be better on 3rd and short. And Montana's offensive line got a big push there on that last play.
They're in the AVA Law Group red zone. Look at these numbers in that red zone. 2nd in the Big Sky, 9th in FCS, trying to cash in here on their initial series. Bohannon goes in motion. Handoff, Gilman picking his way forward. Not much available into the teeth of that D again. Maybe 2 yards and that's it. They've got Perez and Laulu, a couple big guys in the middle. They're good up front.
Eastern Washington has always had a stout defensive line. That's one of the key matchups I was looking forward to watching today between Amick and some of these defensive ends for Eastern Washington. Tylen Jackson, #1 in particular.
2nd down and 8. They send Wortham in motion left. Ayat looking that way over the middle, and it's caught for the touchdown by Money Mike. Montana in front. 12 yards on that strike.
Eastern Washington stacks the box. So much attention required from Eli Gilman. Kaylee Ayat knows it. It's almost like second nature. Pack the box for Gilman. Go to Wortham. Pitch and catch.
5 plays, only 24 yards after the big deck punt return. Morrison for the extra point, and Wortham adds to his incredible season, his 7th touchdown reception. 7-0 Montana. Special teams set it up.
Point of emphasis, special team sets it up. Offense finishes it off. Can Kaylee Ayat continue to progress at the rate that he has this season?
Today's game is sponsored by Town Pump.
As the sun rises over the Rocky Mountains on a new era, we stand on a foundation etched in stone. Built on the backs of legends, All-Americans, and national champions, we've made our mark not only in the West, but across the nation and the globe. Through perseverance and commitment to a world-class student-athlete experience, we've set ourselves apart from our peers as an untraveled road lies ahead. We are the Big Sky Conference, where experience is elevated.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough.
We focus on youth sports because we truly believe that youth are the foundation of Montana's future. I think nothing improves your mental health and well-being and your physical health and well-being than being outside, active, talking to other people, and socializing in an environment like that. Learning teamwork, learning leadership skills, resiliency. As a company, we're deeply invested in our communities, not just our members.
Montana doesn't try to be anything but itself. Never has. The rivers keep running steady as ever. The mountains stand tall. And the sky, well, it never learned how to be small. People come here looking for something. Maybe quiet, maybe a good story. But just a reason to take the long way. Whatever it is, they find it. Find your Montana moment.
Grizz up 7-0, big punt return from Deck, a touchdown catch for Michael Wortham. And Wortham now has accounted for 13 total touchdowns, and he's #2 in all-purpose yardage. We're amazed each week we see him.
It's remarkable that this Montana offense has as many weapons as it does. It's not often that you have the leader in pass yards, rush yards, and all-purpose yards in the conference, all on one team.
FCS Player of the Week at Sacramento State as he turned the tables on the Hornets. And just what the doctor ordered for Montana fans, special teams setting it up. And the quick strike, just 5 plays for the score. Morrison's kick. This will be Birmingham at his goal line. He's going to bring it out of there for the Eagles. Bjorn Birmingham hammered and knocked down by Ian Finch. He just leveled him at the 15.
Hit stick Ian Finch from Hellgate High School, local kid, local product, Missoula, Montana.
Get out your phones. It's time for the Marsh McLennan Agency Fan Zone. Scan the barcode on the bottom left of the screen. Follow the instructions. Send in your picture. Sponsored by Marsh McLennan Agency. We'll share some of our favorites later in the game. Get some Eastern Washington fans. They're following this one closely. Couple big special teams plays, and there's a run that does nothing. Peck was in the backfield, and also Colin Dietrich to shut down that run game. Nothing developing for Yetz.
Vertical penetration kills run plays. Dietrich and Peck knifing through the offensive line for Eastern Washington.
That was a Whitefish Credit Union replay right there. Skockel to the sideline, a little wheel route, and hammered out of bounds at the 17 is Yetz. Boy, did he take a big pop. There's some hitting going on. TJ Roush.
Brady, Beener, and Roush converging with fantastic leverage on the ball. Brady Beener, man, he's a freshman. Coaches are high on him. Offer from Boise State, turned it down to come to play for the University of Montana.
He's smart and getting better. According to the coaches, runs a 10-7-100. That doesn't hurt. 3rd and 8. Pressure coming. Skockel down the sideline. Back shoulder throw. And it's caught. They're going to call the catch on this near sideline. Beener was on the coverage, and that was hauled in by Miles Williams, 32 yards.
Going after the freshman, Brady Beener, competing for the ball. What a catch. Right side of your screen, just a simple fade route, jump ball. Big time conversion for the Eastern Washington Eagles offense.
His 24th catch of the season, junior from Happy Valley, Oregon. First down at midfield now. They'll run it with Yetz. Bounces it up the middle and inside the 45. A good gainer there. Their best run of the day, 8 yards. Micah Harper on the stop.
Simple zone play. Man, Yetz just explodes through the line. And you see why Tim Haug said he might be the best player on Eastern Washington's offense with the ball in his hands. He's got a fantastic sudden burst through the line of scrimmage.
With 2 touchdowns and Incarnate Word, start of the season. And you got to respect his ability to catch the ball. 2nd and 2 now at the Montana 42-yard line. Skockel hands it off to Yetz, running left. That's good enough for a first down inside the 40. Ramos, a tackle. Did the ball come free? They're going to whistle it down at the 40. It will, I believe, stay with the Eagles here. They do keep the football. No, wait a minute. Yeah, let's take a look here, Jordan. The
ball's out. It looked like Tolbert and Ramos converging on the ball.
It did come out of there, but they jump on it.
Previous play is under further review.
And this is Jim Crowley, our lead referee. They're going to take a look at this.
That angle right there, Trey, did show that the ball clearly came out. It looked like Elijah Tolbert got his left hand on it while Jared Ramos was taking him to the ground. This would be a pivotal point in this game early on after Eastern Washington had some success here on this drive.
Aiden Corning, the left tackle, looked like he had a chance at the football for the Eagles here. You know, Bobby Houck's team's done a great job of turning people over. Here's another look. Ball knocked out of there around the 40.
Wing Tolbert and Ramos. That end zone view. Left arm, ball certainly out. It might have been Peyton Wing with the forced fumble. This is what happens, though, when you get so many hats to the football.
Now, Aiden Corning, look at 73 there. The ball bounces his way. He's away from the ball.
And I don't know if he saw it or knew that Trey maybe thought he was down. Missed opportunity.
And Roush coming in there. Here's the call.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Recovered by Eastern Washington, first down.
Yeah, Corning saved the day there at the 40-yard line.
Heads up play by Aiden Corning out of Deming, Washington. to keep this drive going for his offense.
And he is in for an injured starter at left tackle, Dylan Connor, their best lineman. Aaron Best, 9th season. What a job he's done. So much success with the Eagles. 2010 national champs, 15 playoff trips. He's got his team on the move now at the Montana 40-yard line. Skockel. Catch made underneath. And a good gain for a first down. Hauled in.
Skockel is an Aaron Best type quarterback. When I used to play for Montana, those are the types of throws that you would just have cold sweats about, because they can get the ball to their playmakers in space time and time again. It's like a quick run play, Trey, and it's so hard to defend. You see now they're pushing the high red zone already. Aaron Best is very high on Skockel.
That was Cole Pruitt that made the catch, and then they get quickly up to the line of scrimmage now. They've got a first down at the 28-yard line. Skockel, catch made by Williams, nothing doing this time. Shut down TJ Roush in the middle of things, and that's right at the line of scrimmage.
TJ Roush flexing his football IQ on that play. He saw the bingo screen coming inside before it even happened. Local product out of Sentinel High School. Worked himself into be a fantastic football player for the Montana Grizzlies.
Now they're going to go with an empty formation. Yates, the running back, is in a slot to the bottom of the screen with 3 receivers. They send Pruitt in motion. He's been all over the field. Now they have Yates in motion. Skockel, pressure coming from wing to the sideline, and the catch is made, and run out of bounds is Miles Williams. Doing a good job of stretching the field. Diesel Wilkinson over there on the stop.
High percentage throws. Skockel 6 of 7 right now. Just understanding that he doesn't have to be a world beater and just take what the defense gives him. And that's what these offenses for Eastern Washington has done for so many years under head coach Aaron Best.
3rd and 2. As the redshirt freshman looks to the sideline. He offers from Colorado State, Nevada, and FAU. First start of his career here. Handoff, shut down in the backfield. Jake Mason all over the running back. Nothing doing for Kevin Allen III. It's 4th down.
Boundary pressure dialed up from Tim Houck by Mason, number 57, the defensive lineman, shooting through to make the play in the backfield.
So they will try a field goal here. Soren McKee, who's 6 of 7 on the year from 39 yards. Career long at Sac State last week. Junior from Bend, Oregon. Out of the hold of Ogles, the punter. No good. And a frustrating drive for the Eagles. They come up empty after a 10-play drive at 63 yards, but nothing. Still 7-0.
Out here, the turf stands red, and our roots run deep.
For 40 years, Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric has been keeping homes across the Inland Northwest comfortable, warm, and powered.
Because this is our home turf too. And we live here, you take care of your neighbors. We're proud to partner with EW Athletics, and we're proud to service the homes that make this place special, with the precision of an engineer and the comfort of a Holiday. Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric.
Healing is happening right now. Down the street and around the corner. Because for 140 years, MultiCare has been in Washington State. Investing in care beyond hospital walls, growing local programs, and expanding healthcare access to those who need it most. MultiCare, because healthy communities need more than healthcare.
At Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino, indulgence knows no bounds, and every moment is a winning experience. Unwind in style with luxury rooms, stellar live entertainment, and delicious dining for every appetite. Whether you're looking for an adrenaline-packed weekend or a midweek recharge in total comfort, we've got something for everyone. Thrill meets chill at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just unwind here.
Global Credit Union, how can I help you?
It's one of those voice prompts.
Representative! Good morning. How can I help?
Wait, is this a real person?
It's 2 a.m.
We're here to help members 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
So, you're not a robot?
If you'd like to speak to a robot, press 1. A little robot humor? How can I help? Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities.
Today's game is sponsored by the University of Montana. Our mission is Montana. Town Pump. Pump it up. Stockman Bank. Montana's brand of banking. Your Montana Chevy dealers. And Montana State University. Mountains and Mines.
Rivals colliding here in Missoula. 7-0 Montana. Big punt return from Drew Deck. A touchdown catch from Wortham. And they started this during the FDR administration, 1938. Eastern Washington has played well of late in the series. Montana winning in a wild one last year. Now back home as they go to the air here. And a catch made by Corbin Hendricks on first down up to the 28-yard line. And now a message from the Jewelry Design Center. Pickup of 6, second down and 4 after the catch by Hendricks, sophomore from McKinney, Texas. Wortham loops in motion as they hand it off to Gilman. Gilman sees the seam and the sideline, look out! Into Eastern Washington territory and knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 35. Mayoski on the top tackle. Mayoski got to him, but there he is again, finding his way outside.
Again, elite vision. Right behind the block of Liam Brown. Eli Gilman just pops through the line, showcasing his breakaway speed.
After the 37-yard carry, they go to the air and hook up with Evan Schaefer-Reed's son on the stop. Stars have stepped up so far, Jordan. Gilman has now eclipsed 1,000 yards after that big carry. Ayat to the air, wide open Hendricks. Did he get it? Touchdown, what a catch by Corbin Hendricks. I think that was one-handed.
Oh my gosh. What a catch by Corbin Hendricks from McKinney, Texas. The track star. The X Factor, the one that Montana has been waiting on to show up. Is this kid gonna continue to amaze these Montana fans with these big plays?
That has to be one of the best catches in the Big Sky this season. One-handed for the sophomore, his second TD of the year. He had one against Sacred Heart. Jonathan Landry was on the coverage there. How do you defend that?
You don't. He used all of his 6'3" frame on that play to haul it in, showcasing elite vision and concentration to haul that one in.
A wealth of talent on this Montana offense. They average 41 points per game, and here's a guy that doesn't start, giving them a spark with this play.
Corbin Hendricks. Could he be another great for Montana?
Eastern Washington University is now the region's polytechnic. And that means we don't do things like everyone else. We put hands-on learning at the forefront of everything we do. Our polytechnic plays trumpet, learns applied ethics, and studies humanities and education. It powers the research centers that give our STEM graduates an edge in the workforce. We are your Eastern Washington University, the region's polytechnic.
Are you ready? Welcome to Jewelry Design Center. Locally owned, nationally recognized. Are you ready to be blown away? To be amazed? To be inspired? Are you ready for endless possibilities? An experience like no other. Jewelry Design Center. We want to be your jeweler for life.
We never set out to be the largest casino resort in the Pacific Northwest. We just wanted to be the best. But we forgot that being the best means more guests wanting more action, more jackpots, more big-name entertainment, more pedicures. Well, more everything. Until one day, you look up and realize, we need a new hotel tower. The new River Tower, to be exact. Northern Quest in Spokane, Washington. Now the largest. And yes, still the best.
Last meeting, a wild one, September 28th in Cheney. Logan Fife leading the Grizz to a big halftime lead. He throws for 364 and 5 touchdowns. Eastern had an answer, though. They mounted a second-half comeback, getting it to a 3-point game. Epton Chisholm, a touchdown reception. At the Inferno there was just one of those games. But a score late to seal the victory for the Grizz.
Trey, I'm not a math major, okay? There was 1,250 yards of offense. That's darn near 3/4 of a mile of offense. How can you forget that if you're an Eastern Washington or a Montana fan?
Well, Coach Hauka, you get him any way you can. That was one way to win it, 52-49. Their offense is cooking in this one. 14-0 after an incredible catch by Corbin Hendricks. Out of the backfield with it, Bjorn Birmingham, and he's knocked down by Huff at the 24-yard line. Time to take a look now at our poll question. This week's Williams Plumbing and Heating trivia questions. Okay, which FCS team ranked had the most surprising loss last week? Let's open that one up.
Boy, I'd have to say North Dakota. That Tarleton game, I mean, 2 of these were decided by field goals at the end of the game. Put in your vote. We'd love to see.
Eagles down a couple scores now. Skockel to the air, delivers a strike for a first down. That's Pruitt up to the 40-yard line. He does deliver a good ball. You saw that in film coming in. Harper on the tackle.
Just a simple inside route right behind Beener in the middle of the field. Look for Skockel to have short throws outside and short to intermediate in the hatches. That's how you protect the young quarterback, and he's doing fantastic right now early on in this game.
After the Tyrama first down and a 15-yard pickup, they go to the ground with Kevin Allen III. Jared Ramos on the tackle, pickup of 6. They have found some success in the run game, a little bit of it. They're moving the football, but no points so far.
Kevin Allen III from Helix High School. Reggie Bush's high school. Does he have a little bit of Reggie Bush in him here today?
Alex Smith as well. They've put some good players through that program. Second down and 4. Trips right for Skockel. Settling in the pocket, delivers downfield, and he overshoots his man. He wanted Pruitt with Roush in coverage.
All right, Skockel overthrows him. Eastern Washington had one there. They had the look they wanted, man-to-man on a safety. Skockel's completed 78% of his passes here today for a start. His first start being that.
From Puyallup, Washington, 9,200 yards passing in his high school career. Third down, 4.
Changing the protection at the line. Man-to-man situation here into the boundary with the running back and linebacker.
Grayshorn blitz with Wing and Tuliaupupu. And now the play clock runs out. Nope, they get the timeout called first.
Part of being a young quarterback is understanding situational football.
They did get the timeout to give them that manageable situation here.
Before the play clock ran out, timeout, Eastern Washington. The first of the half. 30-second timeout.
As a head coach, you're not happy. You don't want to burn those timeouts early in a game, but you're protecting a young quarterback, and it makes sense.
Now a message from the Jewelry Design Center.
More choices. We are Jewelry Design Center, and we want to be your jeweler for life. Come see us in Missoula, on Brooks, across from the Montana Club.
After the Eagles timeout, 3rd and 4. Could have been 3rd and 9. They got the quick timeout called. In motion, the tight end, Landon Cooper. Blitz is coming, wing up the middle. Pass over the middle is caught for a first down. That was hauled in by Nolan Alm. Brady Beaner on the tackle. And you've got to tip your cap to this redshirt freshman. He has some moxie back there.
He's not rattled. He's completing the passes that he should complete. I threw on the Montana State film of this kid. He got in late in the game, but he completed 7 of 10 passes against a good defense.
From the 49-yard line, play action, pressure coming. Dietrich's got him, hammers him at the 45-yard line. The senior from Hammer, Montana, lost to 6.
Kellen Dietrich adding to his TFLs, adding it with a sack, ripping off the edge, winning his one-on-one matchup against McGovern.
Now 2nd and 16, they're behind the sticks now. Could be a danger zone with the blitz package, as you mentioned, with Montana. They're gonna rush 4. Skockel to the sideline, and a short gain. It's hauled in by Miles Williams. Roush on the coverage, now a 3rd and long.
A little bit of a connection there between Skockel and Williams. On time and outside.
Let's check in with Meg.
Miles Williams has 5 catches already today. I asked offensive coordinator Mark Anderson what intangibles he brings to the field. He says he embodies the toughness in coming into work every day, tries to be a master of his craft. He's always watching film in the locker room. He's not a complainer about touches. He's just a really special kid.
On 3rd down, that's deflected and incomplete. There's a flag on the far side of the field here.
Early on field, forward pass.
And he's 9 for his first 11. That was a good defensive play. Let's see what happens with the flag here.
Offsides on the defense here.
Offside, defense number 47. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Well, Kellen Dietrich's having a party behind the line, getting a little bit antsy. Being offsides. A little too crowded. Ref calls him on it.
3rd and 5 now. And again, Skockel looking to the sideline for the play call. He's got Yetz in there in the backfield with him. 2 receivers each side. Yetz in motion now. Skockel, slant, incomplete. Threw it behind his intended receiver as he wanted Miles Williams. It's 4th down.
If you're throwing to the middle of the field, you throw it low, only where your receiver can get it. He throws it behind him and away from coverage. He doesn't come away with it. Doesn't put the ball at risk. I know that they're off the field and they're punting, but a good decision by Skockel, only giving his guy the opportunity.
2nd punt as you look at Deck, who had the 60-yarder early to set up the first touchdown. Ogle says his biggest thrill seeing an opposing coach's disappointment when pinning it near the goal line. He'll try to do that here. A high kick and a fair catch called for by Deck at the 12. Well, it's time to take a look, Jordan, at the FCS committee rankings. And here they are, 10-1.
Pretty sure every Montana and Montana State fan is paying attention to the top of that, and the flip-flop. That game is still yet to be played. Number 2 and number 3 here in about 21 days.
We've got an update from the Missouri Valley Football Conference. North Dakota leading North Dakota State 7-6 at halftime. Something to keep an eye on.
Nobody's safe. Very competitive league in the Big Sky and competitive league in the Missouri Valley.
From the 12-yard line, Grizz go to work, already up 14-0. Ayat over the middle, wide open is the tight end, Titus Rohr, and he pulls it in for a first down. Believe it or not, that is his first catch of the year, the Tennessee transfer.
Take advantage of the opportunities. When the opportunities are presented to you, Titus Rohr using that long frame of his to catch the ball in the middle of the field and move the sticks for the Montana Grizzlies.
Yeah, you're not joking. 6'7". That's a guy, you might throw it high, you're still going to possibly get a completion with him in the area.
You can see why the SEC schools recruited him. I mean, the Tennessee transfer, he looks like an SEC type tight end.
After the 16-yard pickup, they go to the sideline now, and a gain of 7 yards, 7 for 7 for Ayat after that completion to Jordan Deaver. Wells on the tackle.
So in scripted situations, the first 15 to 25 plays of every game, Kaylee Ayat's completion percentage is 78%.
Wow.
So what does that mean, the significance of it? He doesn't have to think, he can go through the script, and he's progressing towards that.
A 2nd and 3 when we come back. 1 quarter complete from Washington Grizzly Stadium. It's all Montana. Special teams and offense cooking. They've got the football.
Basketball fans, Starch Madness is back, returning to downtown Boise in Idaho Central Arena this March 7th to 11th. Experience Boise's vibrant downtown with walkable restaurants, hotels, and championship basketball. Make your travel plans today at visitboise.com or by scanning this QR code. March starts in Boise.
This field represents big moments, big challenges, and the need for a team you can trust.
At Holloway and Hulling, we understand what's at stake. We are your advocates in Missoula and Western Montana.
We provide clear, result-driven counsel for criminal defense and personal injury cases.
Our new downtown office is where we turn that strategy into action.
Holloway and Hulling, your advocates for justice and a proud Grizz sponsor.
In the heart of Montana's untamed wilderness, a legend is brewing. Jeremiah Johnson Brewing, the official beer of the Big Sky Conference. Brewed with the rugged spirit of the West. Jeremiah Johnson is simply a world-class, straightforward, no-nonsense beer. Do well.
Let's make sure your customer's data isn't on the menu. FR Secure, security experts on a mission. Learn how to protect your business at frsecure.com.
As the sun rises over the Rocky Mountains on a new era, we stand on a foundation etched in stone. Built on the backs of legends, All-Americans, and national champions, we've made our mark not only in the West, but across the nation and the globe. Through perseverance and commitment to a world-class student-athlete experience, we've set ourselves apart from our peers as an untraveled road lies ahead. We are the Big Sky Conference, where experience is elevated.
When you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most. Community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Welcome back to Washington Grizzly Stadium. Montana leading Eastern Washington 14-0, and we just had a celebration of the past here inside the stadium as last night the Grizzly Sports Hall of Fame got underway as they welcomed and inducted Mike Montgomery, the longtime head coach of the Grizz men's basketball team, Grizzly football legend Chase Reynolds, and as well as 2 individual teams, the 1987-88 Lady Grizz that won a remarkable 26 straight games, and the 05-06 men's basketball team, the last Big Sky team to win a game in the NCAA tournament. So a very fun celebration of the past here in Missoula. And Trey, you got to be a part of that as well last night.
Kyle, it was a lot of fun. And, you know, they talked about the Montana way a lot and what that means. You know, bigger than yourself, the team concept, whether it was football or basketball, you know what that's all about, Jordan. It was special to see the people at that banquet.
Be able to come in and watch a guy like right there, Chase Reynolds, operate and work and do the things that he does embodies what it means to be a Montanan and have that Montana way.
Ayat rolling out. He spots Blake Bohannon. That's good enough for a first down and more across midfield on that second and short 17-yard pickup. Tackle by Dejan Wells.
Little half roll by Kaylee Ayat, getting him outside the pocket. His completion percentage goes up when he gets outside of the pocket. Good throw by him to Bohannon.
8 for 8, 93 yards. They'll run it now with Stevie Rocker Jr. who's checked in. And a short gain of a couple to the 46-yard line. Samarai Anderson, their Mike and Will linebacker, who's important to their linebacking pieces back there on the stop.
Samarai Anderson, highly productive. 26 total tackles, 4.5 TFLs, 4 pass breakups, and he can thump.
He's from Corona, California. Yeah, they've got some guys that can bring it. We've seen the physical play from Montana as well. Backside pressure. Oh, what a move from Ayat to get away from that. Downfield with it. Wortham's got it. Out of bounds at the 16.
If these two aren't first-team All-Americans and in the conversation for Big Sky MVP, I don't know who is. That's impossible to cover if you're a defense. Kaylee sees the pressure and rolls out of it late. Michael Wortham just gets open. What a connection.
30-yard pickup. Isaiah Perez, a tackle, thought he had Ayat in the backfield. Here's a Wildcat snap to Wortham now. And not much doing on the left side. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Wells on the tackle. Wortham, an Eastern Washington transfer. Look at the numbers. In Cheney, great kick returner. Montana's done a great job utilizing him in a lot of places on the field.
And one of the highest rated receivers by PFF in the country. Aaron Best said it this week. He's happy that he's doing well, and he's happy that they have something to say for his development as a football player.
Montana in the AVA Law Group red zone now, trying to add to their 14-0 lead. Ayat will hand it off to Rocker, tries to cut back against the grain and get something. He's down to the 13-yard line. Tylen Jackson on the stop. It'll be 3rd and 7 coming up.
This change of pace ability by the Montana offense to go explosive, go light personnels, not as many tight ends, more receivers, and then hop into big tight end sets. 1 back, 3 tight ends, 1 back, 2 tight ends, and have the ability to go at you in the run game or open you up in the pass game.
We got Titus Rohr in as a tight end. Wortham and Deck behind him on the right side of the formation. As they send Deck in motion, 3rd and 7. Ayat looking Deck's way, he makes the catch. It's going to be short of the first down. A good grab at the 7 or 8-yard line. Then in that vicinity, Wells on the tackle. It's 4th and short.
Long throw by Kaylee Ayat. You must have an extremely strong arm to make that throw and place it low and outside, out of harm's way, showcasing why he is becoming an elite quarterback in this league.
And there's no hesitation here. They're up 14-0. So much confidence in the red zone. They'll go for it on 4th and 2. Monty Gilman in motion. Ayat shovels it underhand to Rocker inside the 5, and he has a first down. How about that trickeration, or what do you want to call it, from offensive coordinator Brent Pease? Perez got to him, but it's a first down.
First in the conference in 4th down conversions. A little Mahomes-esque pass. Yes, that's another completion for Kaylee Ayat.
Yeah, and he's 10 of 10 now. 10 of 10. Early stages here in the second quarter. We got a first down now with Rocker to his left. Handoff Rocker. Hit hard initially and leans forward for maybe a yard to the 3-yard line, and that's it. Ben Voigtlander, Jr. from Spokane on the stop. Big hair and all, kind of like Peyton Wing back there.
No doubt about that. Got that sunshine flow, baby. Let it fly. I see you, man.
Big personality guy to go with that hair. Ayat now is going to run it. He's got a seam. He's got the touchdown. 2 flags come in, so hold on. 1 from the side judge, 1 from the back judge. The initial indications are this is against the Eagles.
Holding. Defense number 26. Penalties apply. Results of play is touchdown.
That's Reed's son, the guilty party. They'll take the touchdown, and it's 20-0, and Ayat perfect through the air, and now he has a rushing touchdown to add to that.
Something we don't talk about enough. I mean, the kid can throw. Kaylee Ayat can throw the ball. Oh, we got something here. Another broken formation, two-point conversion.
And that is the third of the year for Brooks Davis.
3 for 3 on two-point attempts. That's kind of his niche, so to say, Trey. Brooks Davis on his two-point conversion play for the Montana offense.
We saw that for the first time at Idaho State, and Davis showing off his athletic ability for the two-point play to make it 22-0. The kicker Morrison set him up. Kicker to athlete, 22-0 Grizz.
I'm on another level. We about to turn it up. You wanna beef with me? You wanna see what's up? They don't know where I've been. They don't know what I've done. I'm on another level. We about to turn it up.
What the tech? Bad office tech is the worst. But guess what? You don't have to put up with it anymore. Fisher's technology makes IT, printing, and security crazy easy so you can focus on what really matters. We're your local tech experts with personality, proudly serving the Northwest with managed IT services, copiers and printers, document automation, security cameras, and more. We make office tech simple and stress-free. So if your office needs a tech glow up, it's time to call Fisher's. Tech yeah.
At Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino, indulgence knows no bounds, and every moment is a winning experience. Unwind in style with luxury rooms, stellar live entertainment, and delicious dining for every appetite. Whether you're looking for an adrenaline-packed weekend or a midweek recharge in total comfort, we've got something for everyone. Thrill meets chill at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just unwind here.
Healing is happening right now, down the street and around the corner. Because for 140 years, MultiCare has been in Washington State. Investing in care beyond hospital walls, growing local programs, and expanding healthcare access to those who need it most. MultiCare, because healthy communities need more than healthcare.
Kaylee Ayat, 10 for 10 through the air. Another touchdown drive for the Grizz, and they get the two-pointer as well, up 22-0. Well, his dad, Brian, was phenomenal, of course. Took this team to a national championship runner-up. But how about against Eastern Washington in 1996? 560. That's a school record through the air.
Still stands today at 560 yards.
Hit Joe Douglas for a late go-ahead touchdown in a 34-30 Grizz win. Montana's 13th straight. 560 is not easy to top. And Brian, look at these numbers. I mean, we're talking Kaylee Ayat is one of the great quarterbacks at the FCS level. This is a lot to live up to when you look at the Grizz Hall of Famer.
And you look at the Montana offense, that 96 offense was an all-time great. This Montana offense is becoming an all-time great under the tutelage of Kaylee Ayat.
It's got to be in the conversation as one of the best, as Pruitt takes that down the sideline, and they mark him out at the 32-yard line. Colton Lentz on the tackle. So fun to watch. And the elusiveness of Ayat, we've seen it several times where he rolls away from pressure and delivers it on a dime.
He's so dangerous with his legs running, but he's just dangerous with his legs to keep the passing ability alive for that Montana offense.
Montana's D enjoying this 22-0 lead, as you saw Oven and Dietrich, who've been factors on that side of the ball. Skockel rolling right away from pressure. Wilkinson was after him, but he delivers it for a pass to Ulm, close to a first down. Prince Ford on the tackle. It'll be a 9-yard pickup.
Eastern Washington has been able to move the ball today in the run and pass Their sweet spot, though, has been those short to intermediate routes like we discussed early on in this football game.
Downfield, Pruitt the catch. He's inside the 40 for a first down. 22-yard pickup. Boyd on the tackle.
Just a little small double move, intermediate route. Continuing to keep it simple for Skockel. Fantastic decision by Mark Anderson, offensive coordinator.
Ball down the sideline. Lawler on the tackle. That has to bode well for their future, the way Skockel can throw a ball like that.
They set it up, short route, short route, short route, and he comes to the sideline and says, hey, we're going to take a chance on a double move, and now they're in scoring position inside the 10-yard line.
31-yard pickup. Skockel has put some good throws on the money, but nothing to show for it so far as we near the 9-minute mark. 3 receivers left in front of that north end zone crowd. Yet, nothing. He lost a couple of yards back to the 10-yard line. Leonard was in there, got some help.
You know, this is where Eastern Washington has struggled this year, is in the red zone. Only 57% of the time they're scoring touchdowns. The other, they're kicking field goals. Can they break that against Montana here today?
We're in the AVA Law Group red zone. Trying to improve on their numbers in that area. Second down. Skockel steps up, throws incomplete. In traffic there, almost closest to the football. And back in coverage, Prince Ford.
That's dangerous. Late in the down like that to throw it over the middle of the field. And Eastern Washington punch it in the end zone here and trim down this margin in the game.
Wesley Garrett's entered a wide receiver. They have 3 of them to the left with Allen behind Skockel on third down. He sees Allen, he's got it, touchdown, nobody over there, the wheel route for the score. And the emotion from the redshirt freshman, his first collegiate touchdown as a starter, 10 yards are on the board.
Nice wrinkle there by Eastern Washington. Kevin Allen III on the wheel route. Looks like Lawler supposed to peel in coverage there. If you get your face crossed by a back or by an eligible, you must run with it. Nice wrinkle by Mark Anderson, offensive coordinator for the Eagles, getting it in the end zone here in the second quarter.
Soren McKee's extra point makes it 21-7. Allen with his first touchdown reception. Redshirt freshman has shown some good things here in Missoula. It's a 14-point game.
Born in Montana, built by Montana elk hunters. The Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation has called Montana home for more than 40 years and is rooted in conservation and Missoula community. Nearly 1 million acres of Montana habitat improved or protected. We stand for elk. We stand to restore habitat, and we stand for our hunting heritage. See us at the Elk Country Visitor Center.
The secret to happiness is discovering your spot. It could be over the mountain or deep beneath the stream. In a quiet place, in a wild place.
Life is good, life is good, yeah.
The question is, where does your spot take you? Pocatello. Life is good here.
As the sun rises over the Rocky Mountains on a new era, we stand on a foundation etched in stone. Built on the backs of legends, All-Americans, and national champions, we've made our mark not only in the West, but across the nation and the globe. Through perseverance and commitment to a world-class student-athlete experience, we've set ourselves apart from our peers as an untraveled road lies ahead. We are the Big Sky Conference, where experience is elevated.
At Holloway and Hulling, we deliver the results that Grizz fans deserve. If you've been charged with a criminal offense or a DUI, we will fight to defend your rights.
If you've been injured in an accident, we have the offense to get you the compensation you deserve.
Choose the right team. Choose Holloway & Hulling for proven criminal defense and personal injury legal services, a proud partner of Grizzly Athletics. Visit us soon at our new downtown location or check out our website for more information.
Today's game is sponsored by the University of Montana. Our mission is Montana. Town Pump. Pump it up. Stockman Bank. Montana's brand of banking. Your Montana Chevy dealers. And Montana State University. Mountains and Mines.
Eastern Washington, a proud tradition. And how about these guys that take it to the next level? You've seen a few of these guys up close, Jordan. Cooper Kupp, Super Bowl champion. Hampton Chisholm.
All of those guys right there have just had historic careers in the Big Sky Conference and now in the NFL. Eastern Washington producing NFL talent. One guy not on that list, Vernon Adams. Probably the best player I've ever played against in college. I know that's crazy, not being Cooper Kupp.
Here's Wortham returning this kick from Hunter McKee, and he's across the 26-yard line. 187 first-team FCS All-Americans in Eastern Washington's history.
Every Montana fan knows those names as household names because they've had massive days against Montana. I remember when I played back in 12 and 13, one play in particular, Cooper Kupp, just shook me and made me grasp it. My coach is like, what are you doing? I'm like, hey man, this guy's pretty good. Well, yeah, fast forward, he's the offensive player of the year in the NFL, and Cooper Kupp. It's just cool to watch those guys still have success to this day.
Yeah, he did that to guys that play for the Niners, Dolphins, Cowboys, Vikings, Steelers, and other people as well. Here's Gilman running left and makes something out of nothing. There wasn't much available. He ends up getting 3 or 4 yards. Drew Carter, the safety, on the tackle. 1,000-yard rusher now after the big gainer early on in this one. And he joins select company with 2 1K rushing seasons.
2 of my former teammates, elite company there.
On second down, Ayat, Wortham, makes a man miss. He's across the 40. And he's knocked out the 44. He got away from Jenkins, and Carter finally got to him, but that one move picks him up a first down.
Kaylee Ayat is just dealing out there, man. Throwing the football on target, on time. It's amazing. This kid's throwing the ball 30 to 45 times a game.
He's in trouble here and eludes pressure again, and another strike caught by Corbin Hendricks. Wells on the tackle. He looks like he's dead to rights back there. Trevor Thurman thought he had him. He escapes him, 9-yard pickup.
And they're going tempo. The kid's just becoming more complete and understanding where his opportunities are based off what the defense is doing.
He is perfect through the air. And on a 2nd and 1, we've got a penalty flag.
False start, offense, number 69. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That's Cannon Pamphilov. By the way, Everett Johnson seeing time at right tackle, but Pamphilov has been so consistent. Guilty party there.
He really has. That offensive line for Montana is beginning to gel and play better each week.
Colin Amick is back in at right tackle. He started there, but we've seen Johnson, which is a good sign after he suffered an injury this season. Back in reps now on the line. Ayat to the air and incomplete. Wanted Bohannon. He was well covered. Really nothing available there. Jonathan Landry was covering. And that's his first incompletion, Jordan.
Yeah, that's pretty elite to have one incompletion halfway through the 2nd quarter when you've thrown it nearly 15 times in a ball game. But I want to talk about Kaylee Ayat. He's running an NFL-style offense, throwing it 30 to 45 times a game, leading the country in passing. One of the reasons why they're so darn good on 3rd and 4th down efficiency is because of number 8 behind center.
On 3rd and 6, Gilman out of the backfield. Can he get the corner turn? I think he's going to be short of the first down. Run out by Jenkins at the 48. It'll be about 1.5 yards shy here for Montana.
Looks like there's no hesitation Nope.
Up 22-7, they're going to punt it away here. Looks like more like 4th and 2. Good play by Jenkins, their leading tackler.
Jalen Jenkins all over the field. From the center field position at safety, matched up on Eli Gilman. Getting him out of bounds to get off the field for the Eagles defense.
So Morrison, who has pinned opponents 15 times inside the 20, will punt it away. Pruitt standing back at the 8. And a penalty flag for the back judge.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Not really a bad thing. Maybe gives Morrison more room to work with here.
Yeah, that's a Coach Houck intentional penalty right there to give a little bit of breathing room, talk to his guys one more time. In the middle of the field logo area is a pressure-heavy situation if you're a punt return team, and that's probably what he wanted to go over with his kicking team here.
Senior from Valencia, California, 3-time conference special teams player of the week. See if he can pin him. He gets the kick away from the 36. It's a booming kick. Pruitt's going to let it hit, and that will make its way into the end zone. Eagles will have it back. A 22-7 game. Eastern Washington scored on their last drive, trying to cut into the deficit.
Today's game is sponsored by your Montana Chevy dealers.
Jake Skockle, first collegiate start in a hostile environment.
Dealing the ball, taking what the defense gives him. We saw that last drive, them taking more shots down the field. He's getting loosened up a little bit. Coach Best and Coach Anderson are putting a little bit more on his plate as he's having more success against this Montana defense. Wouldn't be surprised to see him push the ball downfield a little bit more. He's got a strong arm. He throws it on time, and he keeps it out of harm's way. What else? What more could you ask of your freshman quarterback?
Jared Taylor injured, Nate Bell injured, Skockle at the helm, getting an opportunity as they run the ball here up the middle. They've got time to put a score in before the break. Kevin Allen the third, tackled by TJ Roush there after pickup of 4. And if you're Eastern Washington, you're not in a hurry here. You'd like to keep it out of Ayott's hands and Montana's hands and just run the clock out and get a score and make this an interesting game.
The Eagles offense has had success. I wouldn't change a darn thing if I'm them in this ball game.
Skockle has some time to the sideline. And that is a first down grab hauled in by Pruitt. Diesel Wilkinson, the nickel, Actually, they go to the tight end here, Landon Cooper, for the first time for a first down.
It looks pedestrian, but that's a hard throw that Skockel just made. On the numbers from the opposite hash, this kid is having a good day against a salty Montana defense.
Play action, sideline, and there's a pickup of 8 or 9. Beener on the tackle as Wesley Garrett hauls that one in. And again, not really in an urgent situation with the clock still 4 minutes plus.
Skockel dotting people up, man. Eastern might have a good young quarterback in the works here.
Rolling right this time. And looking to run. That's not a good idea to that side. Diesel Wilkinson over there. Clay Oven as well. And they read that from the get-go. It's now a 3rd down and a lot longer here instead of 3rd and short.
And this isn't what Skockel does. He's a thrower of the football. He can run. But that's not what Coach Best and Coach Anderson want to do. Now you put yourself in 3rd and long against a blitz-happy Montana defense.
3rd and 5 officially. Empty set, 5 receivers. Pressure coming from wing up the middle. Skockel over the middle, and he delivers a strike for a first down. That was put on a dime. Good looking pass for the first down. A 12-yard pickup. It was Cooper again. Clay Oven on the tackle.
Horizontal stress, finding the void. That's Skockel's 3rd read. So impressive for a young quarterback to just stare down the barrel of a gun and deliver a dime and convert on a critical 3rd down.
3 minutes to go as they near midfield. Skockel again, pressure coming downfield, and it is caught. He takes a big hit and hangs on, and a flag's gonna come in. A great catch by Pruitt. Beener and Roush were there. The flag came in after the tackle. Roush, I think the guy they're pointing out here, maybe with the personal foul penalty, 23-yard pickup. And Brady Beener being attended to.
And he can layer his throws. What can't this redshirt freshman do at quarterback in his first start in the Mecca of the SES against
Personal
Montana?
Foul. Targeting defense number 10. The play's under further review.
All right, let's take a look at this. A couple DBs back there. Roush, known as a hard hitter. What'd you see here on this play? Our Whitefish Credit Union
Take
replay.
a look at it. They're looking at forcible contact with the head to the head or neck area. Nah, I don't like it. I think that they're playing and looking at this as a potential, because Trey, it happens so darn fast. He didn't lead with his head, and he did not make forcible contact to the head area. I think that this is not going to be called targeting. I like the points of emphasis to protect players. But if it's me and my decision, as a defensive guy, as someone who stopped playing because of concussions, that's not targeting.
When you look at that, it appeared he made him, I don't want to say smaller, but condensed and led with the shoulder, just from that angle we saw right there, but they may see something different.
You hit the nail on the head, and if you go back and look at it one more time, he just kind of pulled up a little bit, and he really could have tattooed him there, and he didn't. I think that's a smart decision by TJ Roush to pull off on that. We'll see if the refs see it the same way that we are talking about it right here, but that's not egregious. If he wanted to hit him in the head there, he could have, and he didn't.
Now, I know you've been there before. You hit somebody in the shoulder pad, and then the helmet comes over. It's just a judgment call, and here is the definition, Jordan.
Head or neck area, defenseless opponent. So,
after review, there's no foul for targeting. Go to the play, 1st and 10, Eastern Washington.
And Jim Crowley confirming what you felt up here. That was a big hit by Roush, no doubt about it.
Refs did a fantastic job with that, and you saw in that last tidbit there, forcible contact to the head or neck area. That was the deciding factor.
Good news for Montana, keeping number 10 on the field. Such a leader back there, strong safety.
No doubt about that. That's an important part of the Montana defense. But hey, Eastern Washington's offense and Skockel cooking with peanut oil here, Trey. This kid is rocking and rolling. I really like the way this kid's playing.
Coming off a 23-yard gainer. Skockel under pressure. He's hit. Dietrich's got him from the backside. He goes down. He got some help as the pocket collapsed right there. Clay Oven was in there as well.
One way to calm that down is heat it up on the other side. Works through his progressions. Nothing doing. Coach is going to tell him to get rid of the ball. Don't take a sack in this situation. Now they're behind the sticks. And Montana's right where they want to be.
The Eagles are going to let it run to the 2-minute timeout. 22-7. Grizz scored the first 22. Eastern Washington, some momentum here in Number 2 Grizzly by 15. Thanks for sending your picture into the Marsh McLennan Agency fan zone. Here are a few of our favorites from today. Keep them coming. Look at Jennifer, Grandma Christopher, wearing number 37. Oh, come on, that's us right there in the lower.
Oh man, they snuck us in here. Jennifer, 37, future Grizz. Wonder if he's going to get it passed down to him.
Got to get the dog into play. Looks like a boxer there, the Amundsen family, showing off their boxer.
There you go.
Keep them coming. Second down, 15. 2 minutes to go, first half. Eagles with some momentum driving. Skockel over the middle. First down, and it's inside the 10-yard line. He's throwing the ball all over the field. That's a 24-yard pickup. Man, that was Pruitt.
Just layering it in there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Left side of your screen. Layering the throw over the linebacker and hitting the second-level receiver on the 10-yard line for the Eagles. Skockel, man, showing up big for the Eagles. They got a good young one, Trey.
His dad is high school coach. He plays with that poise back there. It's like he's seen football his entire life. First down and goal from the 10. Low snap, handoff. Allen the third, and he drives and scores. Touchdown, Eagles.
They got some momentum, trimming it down. The Eagles with the score. Skockel dealing. Allen the third finishing it off. We got a ball game here.
Allen a touchdown reception from 10, now a touchdown run from 10.
Staying with their blocks, the Eagles offensive line. And what a finish by the backup left tackle, Aiden Corning, on that block.
They're not going to chase the 2 here. Try to get it to a one-possession game, and that 2-pointer looms large possibly for Montana. It's now 22-14.
Watch the left tackle, number 73, Aiden Corning, just walk Diesel Wilkinson into the end zone and have a physical finish for the score.
What a game so far. Now word from the Montana Boat Center.
Football season, boating season. You can plan for one while enjoying the other. Order your new dream boat now. Montana Boat Center.
22-14. This team has been beset by injury this season. Kevin Allen III, a redshirt freshman from San Diego. He's the Helix High School kid from that area you talked about. They've had to have next man up mentality with all the injuries, but credit Coach Best and the effort here today, battling back after being down 22-0.
Coach Best always finds guys who are just good football players, but really getting the full potential out of them. Every year they have elite wide receivers that just seem to do their job and catch the ball, and they always find a good quarterback at Eastern.
Hunter McKee, this will be returned by the dynamic Michael Wortham, but nothing doing. Great special teams play. He goes down at the 18-yard line, and they are fired up. They've got momentum right now on their side. That was Drew Carlson on the stop.
Did anybody else out there think that this was going to go any different? This is Montana versus Eastern Washington. About as big as rivalry as Montana has outside of Montana State.
Oh, I mean, it just oozes tradition when you talk about, 4 Peyton Award winners at Eastern Washington, 2 Buchanans. You've got an FCS record 28 playoff trips for Montana, and this is settled into quite a game. Great start for Ayat. He's going to throw on first down to the sideline, and that is Deck, and that will be a catch. A first down grab at the 35. He picks up 16.
That was so impressive. Just dropping it in the bucket with just enough room. And Deck to have the awareness. They practice this now. To keep his feet in and get out of bounds in a 2-minute situation.
They have their timeouts remaining. Ayat underneath. And going quickly to the ground is Davis after a pickup of 7. Jonathan Landry on the tackle.
Timeout. Montana. Their first of the half.
Now with the way the Grizz have moved the football, especially through the air, 59 seconds seems like a lot of time. You've got the 2 timeouts.
Eastern Washington's in too high here, so the middle of the field's going to be open. It's a dangerous area, so look for trouble potentially in this 2-minute situation. But Kaylee Ayat just taking these short to intermediate throws because he doesn't have to push it downfield. You got 2 timeouts now in a minute. That's a lot of time to move down the field for this Montana offense with the amount of weapons that they have.
Coach Best mentioned, as confident as they've been on D at Eastern Washington, that has not been the problem this year, but they've had a tough time slowing down Montana here today. Ayat flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, just throws it away.
Good decision by Kaylee Ayat, not taking the sack there and getting to the next play with minimal time off the clock.
He's gotten better at that.
He has, in years past, he probably would have pulled it and ran it there. Now, since he's older, since he's had more reps, he throws it away, gets out of dodge, gets on to the next down in a 3rd and manageable situation.
3rd and 3. The line to gain is the 45-yard line. They rush 4. Ayat flushed, or can't get out of the pocket. Now he gets out of the pocket. Now he delivers downfield, and it's incomplete. It looks like there's absolutely nothing available. I don't know how he squeezed out of there. He won a rocker. It's 4th down.
Houdini, that's all I got to say, but Eastern Washington shows up. Incomplete pass. 4th down for Montana, forcing the punt team on the field. Eastern Washington cutting up the line. That means running line games, exchanging positions with that 4-man front, getting in the throwing lanes for the vision of Kaylee Ayat, so he doesn't have a clean picture down the field.
Isaiah Perez was getting after the quarterback. Son was in coverage as they couldn't complete it. With 41 seconds to go, Morrison will try to pin him deep here. Pruitt awaits the kick. It's a wobbler. Bounces inside the 15 and out of bounds. And the Eagles will have the football with 2 times. Score by quarter for Bobby Houck's team coming into today. 1st and 4th have been good.
Yeah, outscoring your opponents 2-1 in the first and fourth. Second quarter is a little shaky.
The second quarter has been big for their opposition, and Eastern has done the job here with a strong effort to get them right back into this game.
14 points in that second quarter, unanswered by Eastern Washington. What do you think? Can this kid get him into field goal range? I wouldn't be shocked.
18 of 22, 236 yards. They're going to run it here.
I think that's a good decision. Don't ask too much of this kid. He's done great. There's been so much success. Get out of Dodge, get into the second half, and be happy that you're only down 8 points against the #2 team in the country on the road.
There's Kevin Allen for 4 yards. Peyton Wing on the stop, and they're going to be very pleased with their response here after it looked like Montana was going to run away out to a 22-0 lead at one juncture. So we have a game here, a one-score game at the break. Montana in front, 22-14. These two rivals meeting for the 51st time. And the redshirt freshman has shown up and played very well in a tough environment here at Washington Grizzly Stadium. Montana getting good special teams play, some scores early. Bobby Houck will have an 8-point advantage. Ayat 16 for his first 19. Skokel is 18 for 22. Let's go on the field. Here's Kyle.
Yeah, Coach, what a half. Obviously got the 8-point lead right now. Offensively, things humming. Kaylee Ayat, just a couple of incompletions. What's working for you guys there?
Well, we're doing a good job run and pass. We're moving the ball, or the chains in third down. So offensively, we're just doing fine. Caught a little lull there at the end of the quarter. Would have been nice to get points in the clock drive.
Defensively, Eastern kind of comes back in a little bit. Their offense humming a little bit. How do you stop that in the second half?
Well, we got to be better on third down. They've converted on us. And then, you know, our corner busted coverage on the first touchdown. That's a dead play if we cover our man, which is that's a critical error, and we can't do that.
Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Thanks, guys. Back up to Trey and Jordan, guys.
Thank you, Kyle. We'll be back with our Montana Chevy Dealers halftime report. 22-14. Montana in front of Eastern Washington. Hendricks, a one-handed grab. One of the highlights here in the first half. And the Grizz have the advantage in a good one here in Missoula.
Time now for the Scripps Sports Montana Chevy Dealers Halftime Report.
Welcome back to Washington Grizzly Stadium. We've got a great one between Montana and Eastern Washington, with the Grizzlies leading 22-14. And we're very excited to be joined with a special guest here at halftime, Mr. Chase Reynolds, one of the newest additions in the Grizzly Sports Hall of Fame. What a great banquet it was last night. And Chase, first of all, I love the custom jacket, showing off the Hall of Fame patch and everything. Just for you, that moment to be celebrated with those guys and recognized the school, how special was that?
It was very special. You know, it's been a great moment kind of leading up to this and kind of knowing what was it going to be. But being in that room, seeing all the people that showed up, all the old players from high school to college, it's pretty special, and it's a tribute to everybody that invested in me, coach and player. You know, my wife, my dad, just that whole aspect, and to be there last night and really realize and understand that everything that you've done up to this point has led to this. It's amazing to look back on the journey.
You're one of the latest guys in that era of Grizzly football who are now inducted into the Hall of Fame. We talked about Mark Mariani, Colt Anderson, some of your guys, right? How cool was it, A, to join them, but also see them being recognized in the past years?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think I'm getting a little old, so that's kind of a reminder. But, you know, to look back and see, I mean, Mariani and Colt, those guys were such great players. And to be mentioned in those, and you talk about, you know, the former players that obviously Dave Dickinson and Tim Houck and all those guys, it's just an amazing feeling. And to be in that same sentence with those guys, you know, it feels great, and it's an amazing accomplishment. But like I said, it's not, you know, I'm the one that gets the name and the plaque, but obviously there are tons of people that have invested in that, and the former players and stuff like that. But it's awesome to be noticed among those group of guys.
You're obviously never very far from Grizzly football, but it's kind of special for you now because you're on the parent side of things, watching your son play for him, Talon Reynolds. Just what's it been like these couple of years watching Talon kind of cut his teeth and obviously be a part of the squad?
Yeah, it's amazing. As a father, it's so fulfilling just to watch your son go on and to be here and be able to, you know, put his footmark on whatever it is. So that as a what's up, Monty? As a father is phenomenal, you know, and as a former player to sit there and watch 34 come back out with the last name on it, man, my heart is so full just being here today and seeing him out there running on the field, and just kind of gives me goosebumps being out here.
It's a lot of fun. I think fans like seeing Reynolds 34 out there as well. Chase, congratulations, and appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet. We're going to head and set into break right now, and we'll be back after this.
Welcome back to Missoula. Montana scored the first 22. Eastern Washington the last 14. A one-score game at the break. Stats and highlights when we come back next from Missoula. An 8-point game at the break at Washington Grizzly Stadium. Good one between Montana and Eastern Washington. Rivals colliding here, and a great start for Bobby Hauck and company. How about the answer, though, from Eastern Washington, Jordan? Very impressive.
The story, Jake Skokel, this young quarterback, has just continued to deal against this Montana defense. Can they slow him down?
Well, he's only a redshirt freshman and highly recruited, and they like what they've seen so far. Let's take a look at our first half highlights. Early on, it looked like Montana would run away with this one.
And number 8 and 6 and 10 doing what they do. A little bit of 14, Corbin Hendricks showing up for the Montana Grizzlies here. Can they get some of that magic back that they had at the start of the game, or is Jake Skokel going to be the story of the game, dealing for the Eastern Washington Eagles?
Ayat has been fantastic. Skokel has been equally fantastic, especially in the second quarter. And Allen, the running back, has been the recipient.
Couple of scores for him. Eastern Washington offensive line really finding their way, though.
We look at the numbers, and total yardage pretty close to the same. That special teams play from Montana and the two-point play could loom large in this one.
Also, that 17-minute time of possession keeping the ball out of Montana's offense. A little bit there. Eastern's had success sustaining some drives. We'll see if that's on the docket for this second half.
These two rivals locked up in another good one, 22-14. Skockle and company trying to pull off the stunner here, trailing by 8. Kaylee Ayat, the FCS leader in passing yardage. Bobby Houck and company up 8 points as we start the third quarter, and the Grizz offense, that dynamic offense, is going to get the football first as we start this third quarter. Hunter McKee has it teed up. It's a 22-0 lead. It's 22-14 after Eastern Washington's strong second quarter, and we're underway here in the third. Wortham will let that one bounce through the end zone for the touchback. Let's go down on the field. Here's Megan Robinson.
Guys, I caught up with Eastern Washington head coach Aaron Best just before the halftime, and I asked him how he felt his freshman quarterback, Jake Skockel, was handling this environment. He said he is loving it. He's an unflappable kid. He said our wide receivers are making plays out there. We need to make a few more stops on defense. It's a 60-minute game, and you don't play for moral victories.
Thanks, Megan. He played very well. We talked about it against Sacramento State, 201 yards through the air, and he's playing well here against another good club in Montana. Ayat from the 25-yard line after the touchback, hands it off to Gilman, straight ahead. A couple yards and that's it. Neither team able to really get the ground game going. It's Gilman's 5th carry. He had 43 in the first half.
You got to commit to one when you're the defense. Run or pass. Looks like Eastern Washington's packing the box, forcing Montana to go outside.
Just a 2-yard pickup, 54 on the ground for Montana rushing in this one. Ayat to the sideline. Bohannon dives forward and makes the catch. A short gain up to the 30. Sets up a 3rd and 5. Bryce Smith, their nickel, the freshman on the tackle.
Terrific timing by Kaylee Ayat and Bohannon. Getting the Montana offense into this 3rd and manageable. Man, last week though, Bohannon, 131 yards. Can he get going here? He's going to get a lot of targets. Him and Brooks Davis, opposite of Gilman and Wortham.
He had a big 64-yard touchdown catch in their win at Weber State. 3rd down. They'll call it 4 officially. Pressure coming. Ayat behind his intended receiver. Not on the same page with Brooks Davis. It's 4th down.
Looked like Kaylee Ayat thought he was going to run a whip route. That means a fake slant and come back out. Davis runs an in. Kaylee throws it to the outside. Miscommunication there. What could have been a 1st down turns into a 3 and out. And the Eagles get the ball back here. Can Skockel do it again, Trey?
That was our Opportunity Bank replay. That pass errant. 4th down now. Cole Pruitt standing back at the Eastern Washington 25. Morrison just gets that kick away. And it's a beauty, end over end, fielded by Pruitt, hit hard and knocked down. And that was Kenzel Lawler that hit him at the 27-yard line.
Couple of the gunners, Lawler and Huff, playing at a high level on special teams.
Get your phones out. Time for the Marsh McLennan Agency Fan Zone. Scan the barcode on the bottom left of the screen. Follow the instructions. Send in your pick. Sponsored by Marsh McLennan Agency. We'll share some of our favorites later in the game. So a stop from the Eagles defense. Now Skockel, the dangerous redshirt freshman, goes to work from the 28.
Will we see more pressure here from the Montana defense?
Wing is coming on a blitz. They pick it up. Skockel downfield with it. Underthrown, and it is picked off. Taken away by Kenzel Lawler. And the Grizz get their Big Sky leading 14th. That's a 12th pick of the year after that one.
Well, Trey, Lawler gives up the touchdown, but he says, I'm going to have a short memory, and I'm going to go back and get this contested matchup between him and Williams, and Lawler hauls it in for the Grizz, getting it back to the offense. What a play by number 8, Kenzel Lawler.
2nd pick. First down from the 35-yard line. Handoff, Gilman navigating the middle, not much available. A yard or 2. They've done a good job bottling things up. That is Boo Boo Laulu, junior from Colorado Springs, in the middle.
Those 2 big guys in the middle. Laulu doesn't have a lot of tackles, but causes a lot of problems.
Opportunistic D doing the job.
They're first in the conference. Mark with 12.
2nd and 9, play action for Ayat, rolling, throwing downfield, Deck, he's got it, 1st down. Deck spun out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Ambrose Marsh, the redshirt freshman, drags him out. What a game for Drew Deck here. A couple big plays in this one.
So Kaylee Ayat has explosive ability, but the reason that he does is because he keeps his eyes downfield and trusts that his offensive line is going to give him time to throw the ball.
39-yard pickup. Now they hand it off to Gilman straight ahead. Gilman breaks it in the middle. Gilman. Touchdown, Grizz.
And just like that, number 8 and number 10 showing up when their team needs it most to get Montana back on the scoreboard.
25 yards for 6. Gilman's first of the game. His 14th of the season.
What a display of poise by the Montana offense after that 3 and out, getting back onto the scoreboard.
And you feel like you've got Gilman slowed down, and he does that as he now has 71 yards on the ground over that touchdown run. 29-14 Montana. End zone Eli finds Pater.
Today's game is sponsored by Stockman Bank.
Grizz up 15 now. Eli Gilman, FCS active leader in rushing touchdowns. He finds the end zone. 8th in school history. He's moving up the Grizz charts in a lot of categories.
I feel like he just impresses us each week. We get a chance to call his games because I don't know from week to week what he can do more, but he does. He finds a way to continue to score touchdowns, continue to get yards when he knows he has a target on his back.
Next level ability as we look at Bjorn Cunningham standing back for Eastern Washington, awaiting the kick from Morrison. Gilman 7 carries, 71 yards, and that touchdown to get the momentum back for Montana after 14 straight points from Eastern in the first half. Birmingham will take a knee. The touchback. Megan, what's up?
Guys, earlier in this game, they honored the Montana women's soccer team, Big Sky regular season champions. They will play tomorrow for a Big Sky tournament title against number 2 seed Weber State. Weber State got down early but scored 2 second-half goals within 12 minutes to secure the win and advance to the championship. Montana led 2-1 with 12 seconds left. Oh, we're still on Weber State. 2-1 was the final. There, Montana 2-1. Idaho scored with 12 seconds left off a set-piece deflection. That game would be decided by penalty kicks. Ashton Dvorak came up with a couple huge saves. The Grizz would advance 3-1 in PKs. That game kicks off tomorrow at 1 p.m. on ESPN+, or join us there at South Campus Stadium.
Thanks, Megan. Exciting times on the pitch that time of the year, championship season. Here, a 15-point lead now for Montana. 2nd and 4 for Skockel, and that's through the hands of Nolan Hall. Normally a sure-handed guy. The Canadian lost that one. 3rd down.
Skockel put it on the money, knew he was going to have to get rid of it fast because the six-man pressure coming from Montana, and All just couldn't haul it in. One way to slow down a quarterback, let alone a freshman, is to give him more pressure, and I anticipate that Montana's probably going to do that. Not always. Sometimes they'll walk up with 5 or 6, and then they'll drop 8, too, to confuse him, Trey.
They're loud here at Grizz on a big third down. Wing coming on the blitz. Skockel underthrown. Flag comes in late. Lawler was on the coverage. It was intended for Miles Williams.
I think that's a good call by the refs, by the back judge there, to throw the flag on pass interference.
Pass interference, defense number 8. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
8 against 8 here. Williams was the number 10 rated prospect in Oregon out of high school. He's a tough guy to deal with over there.
Those two have been competing all day long. Lawler getting the best of him last series. And there's a little bit of a method here to the madness. You don't always have to complete that. Sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hope for a PI.
They mark off the penalty, first down at the 46-yard line. Skockel, slant, and a short game, but an effective one to the 49. Hauled in by Williams again. Lawler on the stop. He picks up 5 on that play.
Winning first down changes the ball game. If you can win on first down and get to second and manageable, that makes third and manageable. It opens up the playbook completely for an offense, and you have to defend both run and pass as a defense.
They've only been 28% on third downs coming in, but they've been effective today. Second down, Skockel blitz coming, wing, hits him, ball's free, and it's incomplete. Wing getting in there and causing some havoc.
An incomplete pass.
Caleb Atluski with the inside move, freeing up the edge for Peyton Wing. On the right side of your screen, 45 and 32, Caleb Atluski and Wing working the left tackle for Eastern Washington on the pressure. Can Montana get off the field here in this third down?
Atluski, no way to pick that one off, but he got his hands up on third down now. They go short game. It's not going to pick up the first down. Lawler on the tackle as they got it to their tight end, Xander Turner, 6'4" target. It's fourth down. They'll have to punt it away.
Excellent tackle by Kenzel Lawler on the left side of your screen, number 8 defensive back. Driving through, you kids at home watching, head up, drive through the upfield leg. That's how it's supposed to look by Kenzel Lawler.
That's a big 240-pounder he delivered the blow to. Now Ogles on a 4th and 3. They will punt it away from the 43-yard line. End over end. Fair catch call for by Deck into the sun. He makes the play at the 9-yard line. Grizz have it back after a touchdown drive here in the third quarter. Montana in front by 15.
Today's game is sponsored by the University of Montana. Our mission is Montana. Town Pump. Pump it up. Stockman Bank. Montana's brand of banking. Your Montana Chevy dealers. And Montana State University. Mountains and Mines.
A rich athletic tradition at Montana, not just football, basketball as well. They've got quite a coaching tree. Mike Montgomery, Larry Krastowiak. You heard and saw Chase Reynolds earlier. Here's Eli Gilman on the carry after the punt. First play from scrimmage and a carry up to the 17-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards. That Hall of Fame banquet was great to look at the tradition of Montana. It has carried on. A lot to live up to for this team, but they have lived up to it so far this season.
Without a doubt, they've showed up in a huge way this season, both on offense and on defense. But man, this high-powered offense is truly fun to watch.
2nd and 2 on play action. Ayat and Wortham. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's a first down grab at the 32-yard line. Wortham already has a touchdown grab. That's his 4th catch of the game. 15 yards.
Multiplicity on offense. Another half roll. Slide boot, that's 44 going across, sliding across, bootlegging over the top to Michael Wortham has become a very good play for the Montana offense.
From the 32-yard line now, Wortham in motion. They'll go inside handoff to Gilman. That does not fool the Eagles as they rally to the ball. Multiple tacklers there, including Mayoski, 1-yard gain. You like to see a lot of hats on the ball if you're a defensive coordinator. They did it right there.
Population to the football, and Miles Mayoski is one of those linebackers for the Eastern Washington Eagles. Highly productive.
Kennewick, Washington, he's a snowboarder.
There you go.
He was a running back in high school. Very good linebacker. 2nd down, run from the Wildcat. Wortham. Boy, they read that well. They were targeting number 6 on that play, and he lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 10 coming up. Reed's son, the Wyoming transfer, on the tackle.
Reed's son, when you throw the film on, leading tackler for the Eagles was not fooled on this one. He saw 6, Michael Wortham back there, and he said, I like my chances. I'm going to guess that you're getting the ball, and I got to get you down.
3rd and 10. Voigtlander coming on a blitz. He's hit and he throws, and that is a ball that's free. They're not saying an incomplete pass here, and hold on.
I think that the refs make
the film is a fumble.
The ruling is a fumble.
I think that they need to let this play run out, and they did. The ball traveled so far forward. This would be the longest fumble in the history of football if I saw it. If it is in fact, though, and the Eagles get the ball in this position on the field, that would be a huge play for the Eagles.
There's the hit by Isaiah Perez. You can see Ayat delivering the football. Moves the arm going forward.
Clear forward motion with the spiral. That's a very easy incomplete pass call. I am not a referee, but it spirals out of his hand. What a job by Isaiah Perez.
Ruling of the fumbles under further review.
So they'll review that. Here's another look at it, Jordan.
Number 4, Isaiah Perez, winning his one-on-one against Cade Klimzak with a sweet chop move over the top to get into the backfield and hit Kaylee Ayat.
Now you can be hit, and as long as the arm's going forward, regardless of whether you were hit first, if there's a forward motion on that on the delivery there, it looked like an incomplete pass, but they're taking a closer look here.
All the rules apply. If it's lateral or back, it's a fumble, but arm traveling forward over the top. And what's so clear about this is the ball spirals out of his hand. Very clear that it's an incomplete pass. That's not a fumble. If you look at a shovel pass like Kaylee Ayat had early in the game, if the running back were to drop that, that is an incomplete pass.
And I think you're right on this. We're going to get the official confirmation here from Jim Crowley. once they look at this.
You know
closer.
what I like, though, Trey, is that they let the play out and they didn't call it down, because too many times there has been a fumble and the defense does have a significant play, but the refs blow it dead. So I think a good job by them letting this play out.
Here we go.
After review, quarterback had the ball with turn control. His arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 4th down.
You know, main thing there, get it right. They got it right.
And they did. These refs today have done a fantastic job. I mean, I think the Big Sky as a whole has good referees, but this crew today has done an outstanding job.
Jim Crowley, Tom Finch, Brad Halleck, Donald Denson, Joe Freeman, Richard Hanna, the guys in the black and white stripes, as Morrison gets the kick away from the 20. Fair catch called for and made at the 33-yard line by Cole Pruitt. Eagles have it back, 8:13 to go, 3rd quarter. Montana in front by 15.
Welcome back to Washington Grizzly Stadium. Montana leading Eastern Washington 29-14 here in the 3rd quarter. And guys, one of our players to watch, Brady Beaner, the true freshman standout corner, didn't warm up with the team coming out of the locker room, and he's been standing over on the sidelines right now with a brace on his left leg. We obviously saw him go down in that 2nd quarter. And as you guys remember, the coaches were gushing about him and his twin brother Brock earlier this week on our calls, and they really like him. And as you mentioned earlier, Jordan, he picked the Grizz over Boise State, guys.
Both of those kids are tremendous athletes. That'd be a big loss for Montana.
Skockle is hit as he throws here, and a flag's going to come in late. Ford on the coverage. That was a wounded quail hanging up in the air, and I think Eastern Washington's going to get bailed out here, as it was intended for Garrett.
Those Montana fans down there might have thought it was a wounded quail. It's bird season out there, Trey.
Pass interference. Defense number 6. 15-yard penalty, automatic. 1st down.
But Prince Ford is flagged.
Impedes the progress of the receiver downfield. And Eastern Washington gets another 15 on Montana. Getting ready to cross that midfield point and potentially put some more points on the board here for the Eagles.
Good play by Jake Mason, but then Ford flagged. 1st down now at the 48-yard line. Skockle. Slant pattern. He's been good on that slant. That 4-5 yard pattern has been kind of the bread and butter. Micah Harper on the tackle as they again get it to Pruitt over there.
Every Eastern Washington great at quarterback that I remember has just always thrown those types of passes on the money. And Skockle has hit every one of those today and some second levels. Can he, though, stretch the field? We haven't seen him do that yet against this Montana defense. That might be what they need to get back in this ball game.
7 catches, 98 for Pruitt now on second down. Skockel steps up in the pocket, and it's incomplete. Good job delivering the ball on the move. Micah Harper on the coverage.
Man, that kid is dynamic. Mr. Do-It-All for the defense, Micah Harper, playing the nickel position, which is, in my opinion, the hardest place on the defense to play is cover a wide receiver in the slot. And he's man-to-man right now in the slot once again on this critical third down.
Tight ends he's had to worry about is two. Cooper was there over there. Third down. Underneath Pruitt, he's been their go-to guy, and he has a first down to the Grizz 32-yard line. How about Cole Pruitt? Over 100 receiving, his 8th catch of the day, and they move the chains.
Pruitt and Skockel with that connection here on this drive, sniffing the high red zone. Can Eastern Washington buck their trend of 54% on touchdowns in the red zone or not on this drive?
Tyrano first down at the Montana 32 now. Grizz are showing blitz. They're coming with Tuiapupu, and in the backfield it's Dietrich, or Mason actually that time. Mason and Dietrich have been fantastic up front. Mason, the sophomore from Ferndale, Washington, on the play.
Another kid from Ferndale, Washington. I swear there's 20 of them on both of these rosters. But man, Jake Mason with the sweet inside up and under move. Getting vertical penetration for the tackle for loss.
2nd and 13 now, back at the 35. Important drive for the Eagles, trying to draw within one score. Skockel, backside wing, got him! Ball's free, it's picked up by the running back, Allen the third, and he runs it inside the 30-yard line. A break there for the Eagles as Skockel was hammered. Brock Beener on the tackle. They end up getting positive yardage. It's 3rd down now.
Peyton Wing absolutely tattooed Skockel. But man, that ball just pops out, gets to Kevin Allen, and now they're in a 3rd and halfway manageable situation here for the Eagles offense.
They need 7. Allen has both of their touchdowns, 1 receiving, 1 rushing, and saves the day right there. That goes as a completed pass from the 29 now. Allen inside the 25. He's got a first down to the 20. Hard running there. Gino Leonard on the tackle.
This looks like a traditional Aaron Best Eagles offense with the balanced rush and pass attack.
And Leonard is down now. This guy has dealt with so many injuries in his career, senior from Missoula.
Such a tough kid when you talk to his teammates, and everybody just, heart goes out for this kid because he's put in so much time and fought through so much adversity to get on the field. It was a dream of his to come play at Montana, and you can tell that his teammates respect him so much. When he has success, they get excited.
We heard from Kyle earlier this season about heart surgery in the spring. He's had foot and back injuries. He's a battler.
Local product from Sentinel. I hope he's okay. He's a tough kid. Won't be denied attitude.
Grandpa Gene played in the 60s with the Grizz, former Sentinel high school head coach. Coach Best has to like that. You're down 22-0. You get your team back in it. This is a huge drive, though, at the 5:24 mark, and they're getting Leonard up here. Hopefully he's okay. Kyle, what's up?
Yeah, guys, Gino Leonard actually went down towards the end of that Sacramento State game a couple weeks ago as well, but he worked his way back, and obviously you saw him deliver a big hit and walking off right now. It's good to see for the local guy who was a captain on Sentinel State Championship team in 2020, and as you mentioned, Jordan, beloved by his teammates.
Jogging off, that's a really good sign.
Just who he is. I mean, everything that the kid does, whether it's jogging off the field or just fighting through adversity. I don't know if that's a good idea. Freshman Skockel in the 6th loudest place in the country, but hey, why not? Bring it on, homie. I see you.
First down from the 21. He rolls right. Trying to throw back against the grain for his tight end, and it's incomplete. He wanted Landon Cooper. How about that little roll and throw back? Trying to mix things up.
That's called the big wheel by the tight end. He stays front side, pressure in his face. Hangs in there, what a tough kid. Watch the tight end at the bottom of your screen. Leak out late, that's where Skockel wanted to go, and he knew it. He had him, but Hunter Peck just got him off schedule enough to not complete that pass for a touchdown.
Way Evan was coming after him, second down. Skockel, far sideline into the sun. Catch is made for first down. That's Williams. It'll be a 1st and goal. He has made some really big-time throws. Conzel Lawler on the tackle over there. 14-yard pickup.
This kid is an absolute baller, man. I don't care. I'm tagging him as a baller now. What a throw. Left hash, 15-yard out route on the money. What more can you ask of this kid? Eastern Washington, you have found your quarterback. This kid is an absolute stud.
In the ABA red zone now. 1st and goal is when you're the 4-minute mark. Williams lined up left of the formation. Skockel steps up in the pocket. Hit. Trying to run out of there. He's gobbled up. Dropped for a loss. Nowhere to go as they converged on him. Oven's been in there a lot. Otluski, Mataafa, Lawler as well.
Montana has found success against Skockel in this Eastern Washington offense versus pressure. Skockel, as a young guy, is going to understand hots more that he progresses forward to get rid of the ball sooner so he doesn't hold it in those pressure situations.
2nd and goal from the 12. Handoff, Allen. Between the tackles and down to the 7. Clay Oven on the stop. 3rd down. And it could be 4 down. Quarter plus.
Right now. Down and in opportunity for the Eastern offense. So don't be surprised, Trey, if we don't see a run here or a pass and then a run. This is not a must-throw situation here and kick for the Eagles. So Montana is going to have to defend sideline to sideline, both run and pass.
Personnel changes on both sides on this 3rd down as we hit the 3-minute mark. Skockel dumps it off. Nothing doing. The tight end is stuffed. Cooper tag teamed by Boyd and Oven, 4th down. And it looks like they're going to try to get 3 here now.
I understand what coach is thinking. You're kicking a field goal. My opinion, you got to score here if you want a shot. Excellent leverage by Cade Boyd and Clay Oven, owning their respective responsibilities, force and inside leverage to get him down and force this attempt.
24-yarder for Soren McKee. He's already missed 1 earlier today. This is a chip shot, and it's through there. So an impressive drive, 3 points, 12-point game now with 2:21 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Now a message from Whitefish Credit Union.
Montana's largest credit union offers Montanans the best way to save. Whitefish Credit Union certificates are available now.
12-point game. Eastern Washington getting a great performance from redshirt freshman Jake Skockel from Puyallup, Washington. Offers from Colorado State, Nevada, and FAU out of high school. And Coach Best gets a 24-yard field goal to draw a little closer. You want 6 there, but there's still a lot of football left.
There is a lot of football. Aaron Best, so much success with Eastern Washington, gone through all of the ranks. Has won a national championship as a coach there. I mean, his offenses have given fits for every defense across the FCS over the years. But I want to talk about this decision to kick a field goal. I think that it's actually a great decision because Skockel on the offense is moving the dang ball. The kid is 26 of 35 for almost 3 bills, completing 74% of his passes.
Redshirt freshman, first collegiate start. Here's Wortham out of the end zone. Wortham, and he's tackled at the 30-yard line. That was a good open field tackle made by Jaden Price right there, and the Grizz will have it. You mentioned the offenses that they have produced up there in Cheney. Coach Best, top 5 FCS offense, 5 of the first 6 seasons. And of course, Bo Baldwin, and they had tremendous success. You mentioned Cup and all those guys. It's been a fun outfit to watch through the years.
It really has in this offense. For Eastern, under Skockel at quarterback, reminds me of all of those greats.
On the 30-yard line, Eli Gilman off the left side for 2, maybe 2.5 yards. on first down. Tylen Jackson on the stop. Gilman, a pedestrian effort, 10 carries, he's over 80 yards, has the touchdown. And we say that, I mean, here's a guy that averages 107 per game.
Quiet 80, I guess, you know, rolling into this fourth quarter. Montana would probably like to finish the game with Gilman on the ground. Can they do that, or does Eastern Washington have other thoughts with their defense, who has been playing stout?
You know, the offensive line loves that when they can run the ball and control the clock at winning time. On second down, they're going to throw it here, and a miscommunication there. Bohannon going down the field, and that was thrown behind number 4.
All right, so Kaylee Ayat right there is thinking, come back. They're man-to-man.
Ball was in the area. Pass was legal. Third down.
Their man-to-man in the corner is in position ahead of Bohannon. He's thinking come back. Again, there's been a couple of those today where Kaylee and Brooks Davis or Bohannon have not been on the same page for those side just route options.
19 of 25 for Ayat, 240 yards and a couple touchdowns. The rushing 4, Ayat underneath, catch made by Hendricks, but short of the first down. That was Drew Carter, the safety, that tackles him at the 37. It's a 4th and 3. You can't gamble here. They're gonna have to punt it away.
You got to. There's no reason. Montana, you know, being one of the top 4th down percentage conversion offenses in the entire country, first in the conference, still don't like that on the 38-yard line. You got to trust your defense in this situation. I like the call by Coach Howard.
5th punt for Ty Morrison. Cole Pruitt back at the Eagles' 20-yard line and awaiting the kick. Senior has doubled as the place kicker, kickoff guy, and tripled as a punter. Pruitt coming up on it. It's going to let it hit at the 25, and Otluski will grab it right there. So after a drive for a field goal, Skakel back out there, and he, a guy that is not lacking any confidence as a redshirt freshman.
Every time that Montana has had a chance to really open this thing up, Eastern's defense has got a punctual stop, really, and given Skakel an opportunity to get this game back into striking distance. And can he do it right here again?
Skakel's family driving over from Washington to watch their son. He's going to throw it to the sideline. Yards after catch on that play as they get it across the 30-yard line. And again, they've gone to their tight end a lot. In this case, they go to Cooper and a pickup of 8 yards.
Again, winning on first down. All those great Eastern Washington offenses were so good on first down, creating second and manageable, third and short, and sustaining drives.
That was Drew Carlson, redshirt freshman from Olympia, Washington, on that last catch. And that'll be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter to go. Montana jumped out to a 22-0 lead, but Eastern Washington battling back. 12-point game. Fourth quarter coming up from Washington Grizzly. Always special when these two get together. Rivals colliding. Montana leading 29-17 as we open up the fourth quarter. Skockel under duress. Downfield for his tight end. And it's incomplete. He wanted Xander Turner. A couple DBs back there defensively, including Ford.
Good defense there by Prince Ford, not panicking while trailing, staying with it, closing ground in phase. Third down and short. Can Montana get out the field, or will Eastern Washington convert and sustain another long drive and put points on the board?
Eagles 6 for 11 on third down. This is 3rd and 2. Pressure coming. Skockel, first down grab. That's Pruitt. Man, has he been big. Up to the 40-yard line. 7-yard pickup. Pruitt with 9 catches. He's over 100 yards. Ford and Wilkinson combined on the stop.
Dealing. Skockel with the connection to Pruitt.
From the 40, Oven coming on the blitz. Downfield with it for Williams, incomplete. Roush with him step for step on that sideline.
Man, Clay Oven shot out of a cannon, running through the tailback and getting a hit on Skockel.
Boy, Oven seems to get better and better as the season goes on.
He does. Talking to Coach Tim Houck this week, he's thinking less, playing faster, and he's showcasing that athletic and explosive ability as a football player.
Roger Cooper, the co-DC, says we need to play fast, play free with swagger. Here's 2nd and 10. Blitz is coming, and getting away momentarily is the quarterback from Peck, and then it's delivered incomplete. I don't know how he got rid of the football.
Did everything he could to avoid a sack. Look how calm he is, though, working through his progressions. But Montana defense barreling down on Skockel. Right where they want to be in 3rd and long.
They'll probably be sore after this one. Already 5 sacks. 3rd down, 10. They're coming. Wing up the middle. He's after the quarterback. The throw to the sideline. What a catch by Olm. It's a first down to the Montana side of the field. Wilkinson on the stop, 12-yard pickup.
Telling you, man, this kid is the real deal. 3rd and long. Pressure coming after you. You just got hit twice in a row. It delivers a strike to move the chains.
Well over 300 yards passing already as they hand it off. Running right is Yetz. And a good gainer down to the 44. Megan with more on Ulm.
Guys, coaches didn't hesitate to tell us that Ulm was obviously the leader on their offense, and he does not own a TV. He reads or listens to a book and a half every week. He's a trained and certified life coach by Tony Robbins and his team. He volunteers with multiple charities, and he recently became the first player in Eagles history to be named to the Good Works team, honoring 22 nationwide college football players for building community.
Oh, good stuff. True student athlete. Here comes the blitz on the quarterback, and Atluski's got him. Skockel sacked near midfield. On a 2nd and 6, a loss of 6. And Atluski, the sophomore, with a big play.
Coverage and pressure work together. Prince Ford and TJ Roush locking down their coverage so Caleb Atluski can get home. What a sweet pass rush move with the swim and footwork by Caleb Atluski.
3rd and 12, you bring him again?
That's where Montana's had success. I would not be shocked to see them bring 6 here and force Skockel to get rid of the ball here on 3rd and long.
And they throw a flag behind the backfield. They're going to back him up, it looks like.
False start. Offense number 69. Penalty. 3rd down.
That's Dane Gatterman, the right guard, the sophomore.
One thing you want to stay away from in an environment like this is allowing the crowd noise to get involved. And once they get one, it's only going to continue to get louder. Does Skockel have some more magic up his sleeve here?
Look at the sacks already. Montana has 22 on the season. 3rd down at 17. They're coming. That's deflected and incomplete. That was hit at the line of scrimmage and wobbled out there, intended for Williams. 4th down.
I see you, Caleb Atluski, the young stud linebacker that Montana is so high on. with a sack and tip on this play here on the right side of your screen, getting his eyes up, understanding he's not going to get to the quarterback. And that's what you're taught to do as a rusher or defensive lineman, is if you can't get there, get those hands up.
Jordan, he's still young. Otluski, he's a sophomore from Melissa, Texas. Redshirt at San Diego State last year, 12 games. Really coming into his own this year. Landon Ogles to punt. It's the kick away from 35. Deck up on it. On the run. Nothing available there. He goes down at the 21-yard line. We will take a break. 12:09 to go. Eastern Washington giving Montana a battle, but still trailing by 12.
Today's game is sponsored by the University of Montana. Our mission is Montana. Town Pump. Pump it up. Stockman Bank. Montana's brand of banking. Your Montana Chevy dealers. And Montana State University. Mountains and Mines.
The Grizzlies trying to keep their record perfect, up 12 with just over 12 minutes to go. Each team with 335 total yards in this one. Only 19 yards rushing for the Eagles. Montana with 90 on the ground as they will go to the ground game here in Gilman off the left side. It's been tough sledding at times for him. He picks up 3 yards right there.
The closer, Eli Gilman. Can he and the Montana offense take control of this game here in the fourth quarter and finish with a long drive and the ball in their hands, or is this Eastern Washington defense going to get another stop?
Ayat is 20 for 26 through the air. He's going to go play action here, rolling right, backside pressure, gets rid of it, and it's high, incomplete. One Wortham, that pass too tall as Ayat hits the deck. He was pressured by Jaden Radke. Now a message from Whitefish Credit Union.
Montana's largest credit union offers Montanans the best way to save. Whitefish Credit Union certificates are available now.
Pass a little bit too tall, so it's 3rd and 8 now.
Yeah, that one got away from Kaylee Ayat a little bit. Took a shot on that play. Forced into 3rd and long situation here.
2 receivers right. The tight end Roar is at the left side of the formation, just off the line of scrimmage. Pressure coming. Jackson running with it as Ayat, and he needed the 31 and did not get there. He's run out of bounds at the 28. So again, the Eagles defense has played so much better here in the second half.
Montana 1 of 8 today on 3rd down. The Eagles defense on money downs have been clutch today.
We watched their effort against Weber State down there. They have at times have been lights out defensively. They have made some big plays. Morrison from the 15-yard line gets the kick away. Hit it kind of off the side. Didn't hit it cleanly, but got rid of it. And it'll be good field position for the Eagles when we come back. Coach Best and company will have it at the 38-yard line, trailing by a dozen. .12-point game, 10:50 to go. Montana trying to keep their record perfect. Eastern Washington trying to spring the surprise. It's been an impressive performance from a couple quarterbacks, including this guy, redshirt freshman Jake Skockel from Puyallup, Washington. Look at the numbers. His first college start in one of the toughest environments in the country.
Against a defense now that's one of the top in the conference, and he's had no problems. This kid's got ice in his veins, man. You can see it.
From the 38. Quarterback draw, and he's hammered at the 40. Peyton Wing in there delivering a shot, and Clay Oven, a double team combination.
What a shot by Peyton Wing and Clay Oven. Two inside linebackers playing at a high level with elite speed.
That's a tough way to get 2 yards. From the 40 now. Play action. He's hit as he delivers and almost picked off by Wing. Oven hit the quarterback. Wing almost had a pick six.
He thought he was going to the crib. He took his eyes off of it too soon, man. He's going to get an earful from his boys in that meeting room. What awareness by Peyton Wing sliding into the throwing window.
Oh, the shots right now.
Oven. He's hit Skockel about 4 times now. Right side of your screen. Oven forcing the bad decision, and Wing almost getting away with the pick six.
3rd and 8. Piliapupu's on the blitz. Pocket collapses downfield. What a catch. First down grab. This kid, you mentioned ice in the veins. That was the tight end Xander Turner to move the sticks.
This kid just hangs in there. Short memory. Just tough, and delivers a bullet across the middle on the money to get the Eagles across midfield with a fresh set of downs. Wow.
That's freshman Turner from Seattle. First down now. A run to the right for Kevin Allen, who's had a good game. He breaks the tackle. The second effort down to the Montana 41-yard line. Hunter Peck on the stop. They are running hard, though it hasn't been easy. Cade Boyd is there as well. 6-yard pickup.
This Eagles offense is putting together a pretty decent drive here and taking some time off of this clock. If they score here, they're not going to have to be in hurry-up mode, but man, are they methodically moving the ball on this Montana defense right now.
Skockel. Ramos has him. Down he goes. It won't go as a sack. He's dropped at the 47, but Jared Ramos, a sophomore from Centennial, Colorado, with a big play.
Montana's playing well on defense, enforcing these hits on the quarterback, sacks on the quarterback, short gains, and Skockel keeps finding a way to get Eastern out of dodge. Just a back and forth Montana-Eastern Washington battle here.
We think Ramos is going to keep getting better. That will go down as his first sack of the season. Or actually, it won't go as his sack, but it's a big play nonetheless. On third down now, here comes a blitz up the middle. Skockel rolling away. He's going to have to tuck it. And Lawler's got him and drops him at the 41. Again, 4-down territory. They'll go for it here on 4th down, and it looks like about 3 yards.
Sweet pickup there by Kevin Allen III on his hot versus Peyton Wing, blitzing through the A-gap and saving his quarterback another shot.
Under 8 minutes. Big play right here, and they're rising at La Grizz. Skockel. What a catch. Miles Williams inside the 25. Lawler was with them, but Williams, a junior from Happy Valley, Oregon, hauls it in. His 9th catch of the day.
What does this kid not have? This is a back shoulder. Look at the right side of your screen. Corners in lead position, and Skockel sees it. It's like this kid's a 5th-year senior the way that he's playing.
18-yard pickup. Now Skockel for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Micah Harper was back there defensively. They tried to get it to Carlson, the redshirt freshman, 2nd and 10.
Slot fade on the left side of your screen. It's going to come into picture. Skockel just understands where to go with the ball, and he had an opportunity to catch that ball. Micah Harper on the coverage.
Trips left now.
Montana showing man again. Can Skockel make another great throw?
They'll run it. Allen the third has a seam, and he has a first down inside the 10-yard line. Big game for Kevin Allen. Peyton Wing on the stop, 14-yard pickup. They haven't gotten a lot in the run game, but Allen has been their leader.
Allen's had a good day on the ground and through the air, especially late in this game.
First and goal from the 9. A bunch formation, 4 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Pressure coming. That's deflected in the air. It's picked off. Jake Mason. The Grizz get it. Play Oven with the deflection. Oven the deflection, Mason the pick.
Deflection and the pick at a punctual point in the game. Clay Oven tipping it in the air. Mason with the hit. Hayden Schwartz
with the pick.
Picking it off. Eastern Washington elects to go 4 into the boundary, isolating the receiver. And that's where Skockel wanted to go, but the pressure of the Montana defense just swarms him and gets another turnover on the season.
How about Schwartz, the junior? He has 3 sacks this year. That's his first pick. And they run it now with Gilman straight ahead. And now, you don't want to get too conservative here. Still 6 minutes to go, but he got a chance to burn some clock after that big stop, and you're up 12.
No doubt, you got a guy like Eli Gilman. If you can win on first down, you stay with the run game. But Eastern has been shutting first down offense down for Montana and forcing him to look at throwing the ball on second down here.
Ayotte is off the field now. They're going to go Wildcat with Michael Wortham. Monty Gilman in motion. Wortham will keep it. Almost broke that one. Tripped up after a short gain to the 14-yard line. 3rd and long now.
Another 3rd and long situation for Montana. One of the reasons that they're 1 for 8 on 3rd down is because they have not been in 3rd and 3 or less, where your percentages drastically go up. This is pretty critical here for Montana.
1 of 8 on 3rd down. 3rd down, 7. As we near the 5-minute mark. 5 receivers set. Eli Gilman in motion. Not yet, setting up the screen to Wortham. A conservative call, and he's gang tackled. Right at the line of scrimmage. Hoping he can break one. Nothing there. Yards after catch. Isaiah Perez was in there to bust it up. It's 4th down.
Timeout. Eastern Washington. Their first of the half. Timeout on the field.
So 2 timeouts for the Eagles, 5:16 to go. You don't want to take a lot of chances. Did you like the call there, getting it into the hands of your superstar athlete?
I do. If you can get a 1st down or 2 first downs in that situation, you might open it up and try to take a shot deep, but there's no reason to put the ball in jeopardy.
Correction, it's a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout.
In your own territory. So take a high percentage throw, take a run. If you don't get a 1st down, punt it and rely on your defense. But I mean, credit to Eastern Washington's defense and their 3rd down defense at that. 1 for 9 now.
Yeah.
And getting them off the field. That's far better than they have been all season long.
Montana, one of 5 undefeated teams. Harvard got a win last night. North Dakota State hanging on against North Dakota 15-10. And a lot still ahead for Bobby Houck and company. Big Sky title, postseason, all those kind of things, but trying to take it 1 game at a time. Morrison will punt it from his goal line. End over end. Fair catch called for and made by Pruitt at the 44. 5:08 to go. Eastern Washington needs 2 scores. They've got 2 timeouts left.
Today's game.
Good one here in Missoula. Grizz in front 29-17. Thanks for sending your picture into the Marsh McLennan Agency Fan Zone. A few of our favorites from today, keep them coming. There's a kid wearing the Monty outfit there. How about the Preston family? He's got his hands full.
Holy cow, man. Good for you. Probably 0 sleep for you, my friend.
And I don't know what kind of fish that is, Eli in the back there, but good to him for him doing the fishing thing as they run the ball here with Kevin Allen. 5 minutes to go, and Eastern Washington has 2 timeouts. They need 2 touchdowns. Prince Ford in that last tackle.
Yeah, the Scott will have some magic up his sleeve. Connection with Kevin Allen or Pruitt here.
Downfield, and that's broken up simultaneously. Great play by Prince Ford, right on it. It's 3rd down.
Prince Ford, what a big-time play, driving on the ball. Left side of your screen, matched up with Owen Olm. With the PBU from Montana to get this place rocking.
Olm thought he had a 1st down grab. They're on their feet again. 3rd down and 7. Pressure coming, it's Wing. Scottkle steps up, and he goes down. Kellen Dietrich again. What a game from the senior.
Dietrich is having his best game as a Grizz today. Getting Montana's 7th sack. Take a look here at the top of your screen with the little side swipe on the left tackle, Aiden Corning. 4th and long here for the Eagles.
24th sack of the season, tops in the Big Sky. It's the line to gain is a 46. Scottkle rolling right, throws incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. He wanted Olm to no avail.
He had him, just threw it a little bit behind. Big stop for the Montana defense. Olm on the deep over route, late in the down. One of the only throws that has been off schedule for Scottkle today in a critical situation on 4th down.
31 of 49 through the air. He'll have a sore arm, he'll have a sore back. He's been blitzed, it seems like all day long.
Welcome to college football, my friend.
Grizz from the 43. Let's see if they play close to the vest here. They'll hand it off to Gilman straight ahead. Chance to use some clock here. He's shut down behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout.
Timeout. Eastern Washington, their 2nd of the half. 30 seconds timeout.
Time now for the results so far of our Williams Heating and Plumbing poll. Visit WilliamsPlumbing.com. Register for a chance to win tickets to an upcoming Cat or Grizz game. All right, which ranked FCS team most surprising loss? Looks like the Jackrabbits leading the way right now.
Yeah, they're struggling right now with Chase Mason, Walter Payton Award candidate, out at quarterback. Their fans are thinking they can't get him back soon enough. North Dakota with a close one today. I mean, all those were shockers.
UC Davis falling last week in Big Sky play. Idaho State has really had an impressive season. 2nd down and 11. Ayat, and that's deflected. He tried to throw to Bohannon, and it was knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Now that stops the clock.
Bryce
and that was,
Smith,
yep, the nickel
off
back.
The edge, yeah. Nickel, he's a pretty impressive player. He shows up on film. Just an athletic guy. Has a forced fumble. Very dynamic. He's blocked a kick this year.
Personnel changes for the Eagles now in this 3rd and 11. 3:48 to go. Trips to the bottom of the screen for Montana. Ayat, Gilman underneath. They set up the screen, and he's inside the 40. Short of the 1st down. Isaiah Perez on the tackle. That was conceived pretty well, but not enough for the 1st down.
3rd and final charge timeout of the half. Eastern Washington. 30 seconds. Eastern Washington no longer make any replay challenges.
Main thing there is you force them to use that final timeout.
Without a doubt, that's exactly what they wanted to do. Not risk the ball in a quick possession turnover. So now with no timeouts, only thing that's going to stop the clock is an incomplete pass or the 2-minute warning. 1st down for the offense. That's it. So you really control your own destiny here if you're Montana on offense. Or I'm sorry, Montana on defense, forcing them to be in the middle of the field for their drive.
Morrison busier than usual today to punt it away. Cole Pruitt at the Eagles' 10-yard line awaiting the kick. Dietrich and Olsen in front as blockers, anticipating the block punt attempt. It'll be a snap to the up back, and it's not going to get it done. They went to Dietrich on the fake punt. If he gets it, they win this game. The gamble doesn't pay off, though. Samarai Anderson on the stop, and Eastern Washington will have good field position.
Direct snap to Kellen Dietrich, number 47, the right up back. Antenna's got to go up, and they were. Credit to Eastern Washington's special teams punt pressure for being Johnny on the spot with the fake opportunity. And decent field position for this Eagles offense.
They have the 2-minute timeout, but no timeout. Skockel hit as he delivers by Mason. Almost picked off. Lawler had it. He was in perfect position, couldn't hang on.
Skockel hit again. And Lawler just ran the route for the receiver. Bottom of your screen, undercutting it. Like to have that one. That's why you play DB, brother. I know, I get it. I was a linebacker too, man, I get it.
He stepped right in front of Garrett, almost had a pick. Second down. Grizz showing blitz, they're coming. Underneath, oh my goodness, Roush just hammered Wesley Garrett. I don't know how he hung on to the football. Wing in there to the 42. What a catch.
Just getting Pepper hauling the ball in here. Credit to you.
Roush and Wing, third down. Skockel, that's a first down grab. That's Garrett, the guy that just took a hit, and he takes another one from Roush out of bounds at the 42-yard line. They move the chains as we hit the 3-minute mark. The clock rolling after the 16-yard pickup.
Man, Skockel again, just on the money. They don't have a lot of time. They're going to have to speed this up if they want a shot at getting an extra possession.
51 pass attempts for the redshirt freshman. He'll try again. Dumps it off. Running back Kevin Allen III. He's knocked down by Lawler after a short gain of 2 to the 40-yard line.
Something that Kenzel Lawler does exceptionally well is tackles in the open field from the corner position, getting involved in the running game, and is a true tackling corner.
2nd and 8. Skockel rolling, throwing under duress as he was being chased by Schwartz that time. At some point here, the clock being a factor, you got to take a shot downfield, don't you?
You do, and the one time that they did early, Kenzel Lawler picks it off. But right now, I don't want to go as far as to say desperation mode, but you are. You have to stretch the field vertically if you want a chance to get another possession after a score.
Jake Skockel, 34 of 53, 370 yards, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here comes the corner blitz. And he delivers it. First down grab, that's the tight end. And that's Landon Cooper to move the chains. Gino Leonard on the tackle inside the 25. That's a 17-yard pickup. Skockel and company fighting, battling. They need 2 scores, though. Down 12. 2-minute mark. Bobby Houck's team up by 12. Today's Red Zone recap brought to you by the AVA Law Group. They're 3 yards outside of that red zone right now, and here are the numbers. The recap. Montana's cashed in. Coach Best needs a couple touchdowns here. He has a couple so far. Had to settle for a field goal and a missed field goal earlier in the game.
And that's the story of the game there. Just 2 touchdowns on 5 attempts. Trey. Montana, their defense, first in the conference, top 10 in the FCS, in red zone defense. Can they get another stop here?
From the 23-yard line, Skockel. Pocket collapses and he goes down at the 27. Ramos again. That is the 8th sack of the game. First-year starter in nose, getting better and better, Jordan.
And they're having to hurry up to the line here.
Quick snap, Skockel dumps it off. Allen out of the backfield, he gets out of bounds. Gets some of that yardage back to the 27. Lawler over there.
The 2 in end zone here. What I mean by that is 2 shots in end zone unless you don't get a first down with 1:33 and no timeouts on the clock. Skockel's shown that he can do it. Montana's been playing too high, or are they going to pressure this drive?
Here comes Wing on the backside. Wing hits him, he throws, and hammered is the receiver. My goodness, there's some hitting going on right now. That was the tight end, Landon Cooper, took a shot after Skockel delivered it under duress. Roush the tackle, 9-yard pickup.
Been really impressed with TJ Roush, his physical play here today. Always thought he's a good football player, good safety, smart kid, but he has really stepped up his level of physicality these last few games from that safety position.
Now Peyton Wing being attended. Let's hope this is cramping in this situation. The Buchanan watch list guy, All-America candidate, so vital to their defense.
Guy flashes all over the field. You hope he is okay, Trey. It's just one of those things that is inherent with the game of football. It's not if, it's when. Good to see him up and walking off the field there. The Buck Buchanan Award candidate.
Portland State transfer. They'll play Portland State next week in Oregon. He's off the field for this play with 1:16 to go. 4th down and 2. Game on the line right here. Skockel. That's a first down. Delivers time, and again, Lawler on the tackle on Miles Williams. We'll have to hurry up now. The clock at 1:12. They'll stop it momentarily as they move the sticks.
Man, this kid is impressive. Puts him over 400 yards at that last throw.
They bring the blitz again. Fires it for the deep corner. It's caught for the touchdown.
Pass complete to Pruitt.
Hauled in by Pruitt, and they still have hope here. A 7-yard strike.
Skockel is just unreal. Throws him open on the left side of your screen. Before the receiver breaks, the ball is gone and allows him to run underneath the route. That's a next level throw from the quarterback position. This kid, ladies and gentlemen, is the real deal.
11 plays, 55 yards. Skockel to Pruitt, the extra point from McKee is through there. So a 1-score game with 1:01 to go. No timeouts left for the Eagles. They'll have to go to the onside kick here. But you've got to tip your cap to Skockel and company with their effort here on the road.
He's thrown the ball 60 times today. Completed 66% of his passes for 417 yards. As a freshman. What does that tell you about Coach Best and how much they trust this kid? He's been hit, he's been put in tough positions, 3rd and longs, 4th and longs, and he delivers time and again.
Coach's kid, they mentioned how grounded he is and cerebral. They didn't mention that he could throw the ball this well. I mean, he showed some flashes against Sacramento State, but this is a signature effort for him. It puts him on the radar in the Big Sky Conference, and then some.
Yeah, and then some is right. I don't know all the freshman quarterbacks in the country, but I mean, this is one performance, but if he continues to string them together like this, what can he do? Will he get another opportunity with the ball here, or will Montana recover?
Good hands team out there. Soren McKee. Here is the onside kick for the Eagles. And we've got whistles. Timeout, Montana.
Timeout, Montana. Their first of the half. 30-second timeout.
All right, let's talk about this situation. You want your best fielders out there, your good hands team. What have you anticipated when you've seen Montana special teams in the past in this scenario? It's not an easy thing to pull off if you're the kicking team to recover an onside kick.
It's not. Onside kicks are very hard. 1 to kick, 2 to recover. If you get the right kick, the chance of you recovering drastically goes up. So with Coach Hout calling a timeout there, it's called freeze frame. Let's see what their look is. Let's go to the sideline and make sure that we have the guys and the personnel to match it up. So now everyone that you see on the front line and on the back end have the best hands on the team. Number 6, Michael Wortham. Number 3, Brooks Davis. That's who Montana trusts in catching the ball. But I got a little anecdote here, man. I tell you, Eastern Washington 2011, I remember being up by 11 and they came back and Brandon Kaufman, wide receiver, recovers the onside kick and Eastern Washington wins.
Let's see what happens here. Tanner Huff's also out there on the far side of the field, their special team star, and he's going to try to squib it forward, and he recovers it at the 46.
The Pat McAfee dribbler to recover it in the middle of the field for the Eagles. What perfect execution.
Field of all 10 yards recovered by the kicking team.
Soren McKee,
Washington.
the junior from Bend, Oregon. He's not the normal kickoff specialist. He's a place kicker. Here it is.
Invented by Pat McAfee. The dribbler, man. What execution, and man, oh man, this shaped up to be a big one in Waugres today.
1 minute to go. They've got to go 54 yards for the game-winning score. Skakel, pressure. Turiel Pupu can't get to him. Skakel dumps it off. Catch is made, and running out of bounds with it. Short of the first down is the tight end, Landon Cooper. Tolbert was over there. Clock stops with 51 ticks left.
Another first down win for the Eagles. Can Montana get off the field and turn the ball over? Or is Skakel going to continue to add to the day that he has had today and pull off a thriller upset?
Number 2, Grizz, trying to stay unbeaten. They come on the blitz. Skakel rolling right, throws back against the grain. There's the tight end again. It's Cooper. He's inside the 30. And the clock will stop momentarily as they move the chains. It's at 44 seconds. Wilkinson on the tackle with Turiel Pupu over there. Clock running. 38 seconds. Skakel. Backside pressure. Heaves it downfield. And it's a flag is thrown. 2 receipt defenders were over there. And they're going to mark this off against Montana.
What a break for the Eagles. Pass interference on Kenzo Lawler. 15 yards closer to the goal line.
Defense number 8.
It's not a spot foul, but the 15 yards marked off. Here it is.
Right side of your screen, Kenzo Lawler. Man-to-man situation. This will be the 3rd one today. Both competing.
We welcome those of you that watch Montana State, Weber State. Eastern Washington looking for a shocking upset here. Trailing by 5, 30 seconds to go. Skakel, 3 receivers left, goes underneath. The catch is made, and run out of bounds is Miles Williams. No timeouts for the Eagles. TJ Roush runs him out. And it's come down to maybe a couple plays determining whether Montana can hang on to their number 2 ranking and their unbeaten season.
2nd and 4, 2nd and 5 right now. Eastern Washington's probably got time for 1 run play or 3 pass plays and a run play without a first down.
Pistol formation, Allen behind the quarterback, the redshirt freshman Skakel. Dumps it off to Allen. Hit, and dropped at the 6. He almost broke it.
Clock's running.
Yep, it's running, and they can't stop it. It's at 12 seconds.
They're going to have time for one more play here after they spike it.
Skockel will spike it.
He fumbles
lost
it.
the ball. He lost the ball at the 10.
That's game over.
They can't stop it.
He muffed the snap.
Holding on the field was a fumble recovered by the offense. The game clock ran out.
And Montana has held off Eastern Washington.
Probably the only mistake that he made all day long as a freshman. Tries to spike it. Did we expect anything else less here today? Take a look. He lost it on the way up. You don't need to bring it that high, young man.
It doesn't in any way tarnish this unbelievable effort from Jake Skockel. It's over. Montana wins it 451 yards through the air. Couldn't get the snap cleanly to spike it. They might have had a couple opportunities to throw the end zone if he could have, but it's over with no timeouts left.
They would have had 8 seconds, Trey, and they could have taken a couple of shots when Montana could not stop them on defense. Skockel, you had an unbelievable day today, young man. Throwing for 450 and your starter. You are the quarterback for Eastern, and man, you have nothing to be ashamed of. What a shootout. We said today, are we gonna see another one? And boy, did we. Eastern came roaring in the second half.
Our Whitefish Credit Union player of the game, well, the team defense. What an effort delivering time and again against the redshirt freshman who kept coming at him. He took a bunch of shots, but that didn't stop Montana's game plan and their scheme.
8 sacks, 2 turnovers. Montana's defense coming up big down the stretch.
12 tackles for loss, and then cannot get the ball cleanly to spike it. And Montana hangs on for the victory here. A wild one. I guess it doesn't surprise you. What a series it has been between these two.
It just reminds me of so many of those games against Montana and Eastern Washington. They recover the onside kick, and it was almost another finish with the win for the Eagles against Montana, coming from behind.
The Grizz jumped out to a 22-0 lead. They hang on after Jake Skockel throws for 451 yards, 43 of 63 through the air. Ayat had 250 and 2 touchdowns on his side of things. And Bobby Houck, he squares himself with Jerome Sowers, most Big Sky Conference wins in history. This was a hard-fought one.
Becoming 27-5 at home in November for Coach Houck. With a thriller today to tie Coach Sowers and get his 27th win in November for the Grizz.
Well, the Grizz are going to keep their record perfect and their #2 national ranking. Eastern Washington falls to 4-6. This is a good football team and a team you got to keep your eye out on with Skockel at quarterback. They're capable of beating anybody.
Every Eastern Washington win/loss up to this point was a different team. Now with Skockel, this kid, what a game by him.
Kyle, let's go to you.
Havre has it, and Havre has some exciting finishes here, Kellen. What a game, what a finish. Walk me through that last play and obviously getting away with this win and improving to 10-0 right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to get the win. It made it a little bit scarier than we had to, but it's great to get the win, and just great hustle by my teammates down there to not take that last play off. And you might think that people are just going to kill it, but they didn't take that last play off, and they went after the ball.
You guys defensively, I believe 8 sacks today for you, 3 of them. What was working pressure-wise, and how were you guys able to find success there throughout this entire game?
Yeah, I mean, we have such great players on our defense that sometimes they get the slide, and then that opens up one-on-ones for the rest of us, and we just got to maximize those opportunities.
For you guys, too, I mean, when you take a breath and you're there celebrating with your teammates when the game comes down to the wire like that, like, how do you soak that up, but then how do you, I mean, just what goes through your mind in a moment like that?
Well, I mean, it was hard for me to celebrate because they said they were still reviewing it, but as a senior like me, you just kind of soak it all in and take it all in and enjoy it and try to take it slow because you don't get this opportunity all the time.
Absolutely. Well, Kellen, appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win, and thanks so much.
Absolutely.
You bet. Trey, Jordan, back to you guys.
Thank you, Kyle. Well, this will go down as a Big Sky Classic, huh? 29-24. Last year was 52-49 in Montana. They were tested. All the credit to the Eagles and Jake Skockel, a star in the making. He put his stamp on this one. Montana found a way to win. They've done that on a couple occasions this year.
They have. They took the ball off of Eastern 2 times, hit the quarterback, got sacks. It's hard to prepare for a player that you haven't seen, let alone a kid that can play like Skockel did today, going for 450. Credit to Montana getting their 10th win. That is not easy to do. You got a target on your back. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to Eastern Washington for a tough one.
What a game here at Washington Grizzly Stadium. Montana hangs on 29-24. For many of you, we'll take you to the Scripps Sports Saturday Showdown postgame show. Viewers in Bozeman, Butte, Billings, Great Falls, and Helena, you can join Scott Breen and Casey Conlon on the spot. MTN. For our entire Scripps Sports crew, thanks for watching. Thanks to Kyle Hansen, Megan Robinson, Jordan Tripp. I'm Trey Bender. Montana stays perfect with a wild finish here at home. They win it by 5.